man. Welcome back. It's your boy D Friend.
What's good? It's your boy B Neil.
Back to for another episode of the Absolutely Unsure podcast. Got a lot of things to get into before we dive into this Young Thug album later on. Let me see something real quick. Make sure everything sound good. Make sure everything look good. Make sure everything going right now. So, okay, is this made for kids? No, it's not. It's not made for fucking kids. Let me make sure everything sounds good before we get started. I spelled reaction wrong. Let's get that changed real quick. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right, we good. Anyways, we got a lot of shit to get into tonight. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of things to discuss. Before we get started, Bryce, you wanna? I don't know if you got any good things going on in your life. You wanna? What do you got?
Hey man,
Hold
two
on.
new
Pause. My
video.
bad. Pause. My bad. Wardu, don't talk to us about being late. Well, y'all niggas don't even do the podcast. Anyways, continue. Continue. Y'all niggas don't even
Hey,
show up to work. At least we show up to work. But you got it. The floor is yours, my brother.
two new videos out on the
I can't hear
pod.
you.
You can't hear me? The fuck? Everything good
Why
on
can
my
I?
end?
Am I tripping?
Yeah, everything good
Y'all
on
hear
my
Bryce?
end.
Why I can't hear
I
Bryce?
found the new muse.
Oh, I muted my stuff. My bad. Continue.
That's not.
Continue.
But yeah, we back in this thing. But two new videos out on the YouTube channel. Y'all go check it out. We back
Salute.
dropping, and we
I
ain't just
talked.
dropping the live. So I feel like
I talked about one of them today on my channel.
What'd you say? What you say, man? Quick,
I was
give
like,
me.
the Aisha Curry thing. That's a little. The niggas you said. Now you got to worry about regular niggas. I'm like, nigga, she ain't like about to run off and just gallivant with niggas now.
No,
Just
that's
cause
not
a little
necessarily.
thing.
I ain't saying that was they circumstance, but I'm saying that's what plays into dude's mind when you see women joke like that. That's all I'm saying. It's like
Mm. Niggas'
eh,
mind are like Steph's mind.
it maybe still, but I would say after a bunch of different scenarios of her just saying stuff like I want more, I want attention, like Steph get attention, and she was referring to him like being attracted by ladies and stuff like that. So then they go on and have more stuff being on Reddit. So to me, I could say I could see Steph thinking like that to a degree, but for the most part, I'm just saying dudes, and I'm just saying like for the most part, like say you wealthy, say you got everything going for you. For the most part, you always got this thing in your head where it's like you got everything, in a sense. So when you see somebody kind of stepping out and you feel like they less of quality, you feel a certain type of way. And I said it was pure ego. Like
Mm-hmm.
I said it. It's pure ego.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel you. But hey, salute to you dropping videos, put your
Hey
perspective
man, we
out
back out,
there.
man. We back out.
It's all good. Trail, hey, y'all gotta get off dick. You know what I'm saying? But we here right now. So we got a lot of things to get to, a lot of things to discuss. These brothers, like I said, I don't know. Damn, we gotta bring y'all niggas on every time. I don't know if I want to bring y'all niggas on every time, but y'all did say I had strong opinions about the Dr. Umar shit. But if y'all niggas ain't got no strong opinions, I gotta drop y'all niggas from the thing. Because Trail's under the impression that it's like me and him versus you and Wardo in this conversation about Dr. Umar. But since Young Thug's album comes out at 11, I don't know if you just want to hop into that shit right now or where do you want to take the direction?
Let me see, man. Let's see what's on the docket before we get into that. Let's see. Let's see. So from the biggest thing I say, not even the biggest, but since we kind of talk about this for the last 2 years, the Tory situation, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to ask, obviously, the chat because D friend, I kind of know how you feel about this at this point,
Mm-hmm.
about the trial at least. How do you feel, Kylie Jenner playing Tory Lane's uncut or unreleased music? Is that a message? Is that her taking sides? If so, how does that make you feel? Especially when she was like directly involved with that night.
I don't know if it's picking like I'm being when I say this I'm being charitable because I'm like I'm just maybe I'm being oblivious, but I seen something that was posted of people saying like it was like a news article. It's like TikTokers TikTokers I don't know is it under fire? It said something about TikTokers after they realized viral trend on TikTok was actually Tory Lanez. Like a lot of niggas was doing the TikTok and then they felt bad because then they found out it was Tory Lanez later. I don't know if that's Kylie Jenner's situation, but let's just take that out of it.
It's unreleased music.
I'm saying that's saying people's doing it because no, but it was going viral on TikTok. Like people was using the sound on TikTok, and it was getting a lot of views with it.
After
But
her,
regardless,
I would have.
um, I don't think it can't say the only thing that could tell you about Kylie Jenner is what happened in her house. It can't tell you nothing that happened after because she wasn't a part of
I
after.
mean, I feel like
Like
maybe it's
you can't say me and this chick was at a party together, and then me and you get in the car, we drive off, and I shoot you. It's like her saying like she wasn't there. So how can I even
I,
take what she got to even think to that moment when she wasn't there?
I think it's more of the streets and people actually close to the people actually know the real story more than the public and the courts. Maybe even the courts know the real story, but that's how I feel. So when we know for the longest people weren't taking Tory sides because they knew the type of public backlash and things that come with it. I feel like her doing this now, she's well aware of how it looks in the optics. Like Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians, most successful people right now as far as celebrities, they know how optics is. They know, like even with doing a song with, let's just say with Gunna, they won't even do a song with Gunna if they're a young thug because it's just the optics. Everybody know about optics these days. So um I really think Kylie Jenner was taking sides on that. And to be honest, like I said, I feel like she had insider information. I feel like she even like let's be real, like even if she don't know, like I feel like she could see how Tory was that night versus how Meg was and draw an assumption.
Well, I mean,
And
she can assume what she wants, but that doesn't mean she knows what happened.
I ain't saying she know.
We can assume what happened. We say this happened, that happened. Like, but does it like? Well, why, my thing is like, why would her doing that change something for me about the outcome? Because like she wasn't there, and even you saying
Oh
like
shit.
the people close to them know. It's like, what are they gonna know? Because Meg saying it happened, he said it all comes down to that too. It's like, who do you believe? Like, and she doesn't. I doubt Kylie talks to the fucking Kelsey or to the bodyguard. So you got Tori saying, this, and Meg saying this. What
Nah, I
information do
think
she
it's
got?
on some. I hate to put his name in this type of conversation, but I think these celebrities, especially on the Kardashian level, got that Dick Gregory type research team where they can find out things,
But how?
and
Hold on. How could they find it out? That's what I'm
they
confused
they
about.
connected. They connected. They got people. They got people in many places. From
But I want to
they
challenge
got a
you. Who
lawyer
are they
that know a
talking to?
lawyer.
But
They
who?
they
Okay, even what is that? Who are they? How are they getting the evidence? How are they finding out
I'm
what
just
happened?
I'm just giving an example of how they could get information or how they could come to a conclusion even further. It ain't like these people aren't like these are some of the most powerful people like in Hollywood. I don't think we talking about some. I ain't talking about the baby. I ain't talking about like some like the B tier. I'm talking about the Kardashians,
Yeah,
bro.
but I feel like
Something that happened at their
think
house.
that
I
Kylie's gonna like do extra
like
research about something that happened when they left her home.
even with them being involved with the case for a little while. Like they were supposed to go on trial up into I mean, a couple months or at least a couple weeks before. So who knows how much they was involved inside the investigation? And no telling how much the conversation in Hollywood, like even to go on to the Joe Budden conversation, bro. Like these people don't have these convictions for no fucking reason, bro. Especially, no, I could be wrong. Let me say this
The niggas got a lot of convictions about a lot of shit
as
going
a,
on
as
right now.
as a as a somewhat journalist, I could be wrong on this,
As a
but
journalist,
somewhat as a somewhat journalist, as a somewhat of a researcher, I could be wrong on this, but I really feel like Joe Budden's, even the Drake's, because I feel like he did something similar to this, kind of gave Tory a little. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's been a few rappers that's been willing to take leaps before that they were willing to take, and I feel like some new information came out in the Hollywood world, and bro, just how like be acting like, oh yeah, I got a leak from the courts and all that shit, and he be bro. If Act can, some people say it's public record, some people say he be having insider. If Act can figure this shit out, I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure the Kardashians got way more access than Act could even imagine. Especially when this shit was directly affected to their name, like.
I feel you, but it still felt like a stretch.
Only reason I don't feel like a stretch because I feel like I know how powerful these people is. These ain't no average, regular pedestrian ass people. These people are well connected, bro, and I
I feel
think
like
they
it's kind
know.
of, it feels like it's kind of like confirmation bias. Like you kind of feel that way, so when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, definitely this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like this, oh they're kind of down on my side. So like I'm a like if she like I'm trying to figure out if she played like a Meg song, I don't think you'd be like, oh, she definitely knows
Yeah, no, I'll
knows a
be
Tory
like,
Shiner. I don't think
oh,
you
okay,
wouldn't
I
get on here
probably
and say
wouldn't.
you wouldn't get on here and say that means Tory Shiner. You would not do that.
No, I say it's her clearly taking sides for sure, and I feel like she'll have something that she'll be going off of for that. I will be honest with you.
Mm.
So, like when I say that close, I ain't saying she know every story or everything that happened, but I'm pretty sure she's well connected. And let's think about it like this: her playing a Meg song won't have the same like supposed backlash, because Kardashian not getting a backlash, but it won't have the same supposed backlash because it's like you supporting a black woman and supporting another woman that's going through shit versus actually doing this for Tory and you're a woman. It looks a certain way. His own lawyer didn't want to even take this case because optics. So I feel like people are well aware about how it looks for taking Tory's side at this point. Like we've been going at this for years. So her doing that, bro, I think it says a lot because I don't. Maybe she don't care about her platform, right? Well, I feel like she's very aware about her platform and what she did there, and I feel like she did that for a reason. I feel like these people are very calculated with their moves.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. In Wardo, you're 27, dog. You're not 22. Nobody gives a fuck about Yeet. I promise. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Young Boy. We already discussed that. Nobody gives a fuck about that nigga. He's dead in the water. Like the real now the real artists are starting to come out the wood. The real musicians are about to start dropping. So all these people that
The
got
little
their little
filler
shine in the
niggas.
beginning, all little niggas got their little shine in the beginning of the year. It's like it's over for y'all niggas. Y'all had y'all's time. Y'all should have dropped. Y'all should have had fun. Y'all should have took advantage of it. It's a wrap. Big Dog's about to
You
start
let the
dropping.
women watch y'all.
Yeah, y'all let the women. Yeah, that doesn't mean like think about this. And there's no disrespect to the women because I told Ward to do a space about this. No, I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, but like you said, men typically dominate hip hop. In a moment when the men weren't really dropping, niggas like Yeet, niggas like YoungBoy,
They were
they
dropping,
allowed the women to like outshine them. So it's like
and it wasn't even close.
you know,
They dominated the scene.
they let them. Oh, I want to pull this up. We gotta talk about this real quick. Then we can get into whatever. Because what's the name to this? Where is it at? I saw when y'all posted it. Here we go. The best 50 songs of the year so far, according to Billboard. I'm gonna get your take. How many of these songs have you actually heard? How many songs do you actually know? So let's pull this up on the screen real quickly. Where is it at? Top 100 records. Top 100 records. There we go. Pull it up. All right, here we go. Boom. Number one is Miley Cyrus, "Flower." This is rap and this is everything, right? So I don't know if you ever heard this song. Which I can buy myself flowers. That's that song. All right.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what the fuck this is. Never heard of this. Whatever this is, with Shakira and somebody named
Like
Bizarre.
some cool.
Number two, Ice Spice, "Boys a Liar." I can see why they say this was a big
Big
record at the
girls a
beginning of the year.
leader.
Big record. Big record. "Players" by Coi Leray. You can shit on her at the beginning of the year. I didn't even really like this samply shit, but the record was a big record, so I can see why they put that number 4. Lana Del Rey, don't know what the fuck that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who. Oh no, I do. That is a good song. That's a good song, but it's not rap, but that's a good song. Beyonce, bro. See, I hate shit. I hate shit like this. I hate shit like this. This song dropped, and nobody gave a fuck about it 2 days later. Why is that number 8 on the list?
Number 8 is crazy.
Why is that number 8? Like, and I don't even know when they made this because all my life is like, all my life you can say it's probably the biggest commercial hip hop song of the year. I would say, like, it peaked at number 2. I don't know if that's the highest peak this entire year, but that gotta be the biggest. That gotta be the biggest record. How is this number 8? This shit's like nobody even gives a fuck about this. Nobody's listening to this shit anymore. Nobody, not Beyonce fans, not Kendrick Lamar fans. Nobody's listening to this shit no more.
Ghosting.
See, Warder's gonna like go fucking crazy, slap his fucking face with dicks, but like this song is way bigger than that song. This song may be way bigger than like a lot of these fucking songs right here. Like even this, like "Calm Down," I hear that shit everywhere. Calm down, calm down. But they got it at number 9. And I guess where that came out last year. But yeah, it came out early 2022. So I don't know why they have it on this year. Maybe they're just going by their chart. So whatever. 50-50, don't know what the fuck that is. Dogtooth, that's a good record. I don't know if that's number 11, but cool. Prince Diana with Nicki Minaj. This is the point I'm making. Where the dudes at? All the dudes that was dropping this year, they ain't even nowhere on the list. Like, nowhere. In hip hop, barely even on the list, besides women. Area Codes, that's a rap song. Bad Bunny, who we got? Baby Keem, Hillbillies. Y'all, like, I'm surprised. Like, this record at least is better than the Beyonce shit. Like, this, if they put this at 8, I still have like a little problem with it. But that should have been higher than that shit. Not gonna lie. So what else? We got any more rap songs on here? I gotta really gauge how Billboard's doing this year. Was this Flow feature Missy Elliott? Haven't heard. Maybe I heard it, but I don't know what the fuck that is. Jimin, no. Beyond, no. Lil Yachty drive me crazy. Like this thing too. This Lil Yachty song. Oh shit, hold on. This Lil Yachty song right here. Maybe if I hear it, I'll know what this is. But that Strike song was bigger than this. Like that. Strike or whatever, however it goes. But that was bigger than this. But they got this 32.
I know what song you're talking about. He's in the red coat.
Yeah, I've been balling. I've been hot tweaking. Yeah, this is like even like put it on the floor. That's more impactful than a lot of shit that I'm seeing on this list.
Yeah, that's definitely better than
that's way better than the Beyonce shit. Way better. There's some Kodak shit. I don't think I heard this one. But even like this Justin Bieber shit, Private Land, this is starting to like bubble. Like radio playing the show.
Mainstream Don Toliver.
Oh yeah, mainstream. You already know. Super mainstream, actually. But yeah, think about that. David Central C Sprinter, that was a cool song, but whatever. Like I said, in a year of hip hop, the 50 songs, most of the hip hop records are about women. And
niggas getting washed.
You know, the niggas who was dropping, who had a chance, Young Boy dropped 3 projects. This is what I'm talking about, Young Boy. Nigga dropped 3 projects. And ain't none of his, no record. You dropped 3 albums with like 20 songs each. You got like 60 songs. And no record has a massive impact. None. Y'all quit the label shit. He on a big label now. Nothing got impact. Come on, bro.
Don't get me started on the
Come on, like I'm just saying, like no impact, nigga. You dropped 3
He's
albums.
A bum.
3 albums.
He's a bum.
He got no impact.
NBA bum boy.
Sensational.
All right, here we go. But regardless, what was I gonna say before that? What do you say? What Flying Low say? So we can see how there's a clear agenda to push women empowerment, women at the forefront.
I don't want to
of
hear that shit. That's an excuse.
The music.
That's an excuse.
I ain't gonna lie. See, I was sitting on Trail when you talking about Young Nudy. The eggplant shit, I feel like it's bubbling up right now. Maybe it didn't bubble when Young Nudy first dropped it, but that's becoming like a little summertime dancey dance. I ain't gonna play the video. Water said play the video. I ain't trying to get the stream taken down. Not because they shaking ass, because I mean that's on YouTube. They should be able to allow me to play that, but I don't want to get copyrighted before we actually listen to the Young Thug album, which is coming up in about 1 hour. So, anyways, what do you want to hop into next?
Let's see what these bums guys. We ain't really got nothing else on the dock. Let's see what these bums got to.
All right, Wardu and Trail, you are being called to the principal's office. You're being called to the stage. Y'all being called to the stage to discuss Dr. Umar. The link has been dropped in the thing.
Why they getting in? Why they coming in? What do you feel about either Andrew Tate or Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors, I haven't read too much into it, but I was seeing something that was saying like
they confirmed that
they confirmed that she wasn't even hurt at the cab. She got hurt at his apartment, but they still try to say what happened at the cab, and it's like a whole sham thing going on. And I feel like when you see all that, I feel like a DA shouldn't they just drop the case immediately? They should just drop it. Like it should just be like, what are they pursuing it for further? Like what's going on? I don't get it. Especially when his lawyer says that video. Now maybe they haven't played the video in court yet, but you don't want to look like you're out here on a witch hunt when you know what I'm saying. You don't have to be. Like what's going on? I don't get it. I think they know they can get away with it
if it goes under the rug, but I don't know, man. It seemed like it's.
That sounds.
It seemed like you would think like this day and age, like, hey, bro, it's nothing you really can hide, but I don't know, bro. At this point, I'm starting to realize these people ain't so bright. Billionaires taking submarines down that clearly ain't shouldn't be going.
My niggas on the sub, man. Rest in peace, man. God,
I seen you was defending them.
It's like, bro, niggas want to go to the Titanic, bro. Now you can critique like maybe the way that like y'all should be like, all right, nigga, what are we hopping into? Like, what is this thing? You can critique that, but I'm talking about niggas are critiquing just the attempt to go. Like, bro, to be fair, there was a lot of experts, military people saying they use controllers to fly drones, to do lasers. To
Drones, hey, then they got 5 bodies in a drone.
I'm just letting you know that they say, they do that.
Hey, not with humans.
They use them. They use them to fly things. I'm just
what's
telling
your what's your kill death ratio, nigga?
I'm just telling you, they use them. They got it. You know what I'm saying? They use them. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just like, this sounds fucked up, but I'm just happy that it happened how it happened. Because I couldn't imagine like suffocate. Like when they say they died instantly, it's like that's better than having to suffocate to death. Like, could you imagine sitting at the bottom of the ocean, like knowing your time about to run out, and the time and it's like 5 y'all niggas in there, y'all start. I rather like they said like 30 milliseconds, the shit blew up, and they was dead. Like they didn't feel nothing. It was a wrap. That's how they're assuming the implosion happened.
No, yeah, most likely.
So I'd rather have that happen to me than to suffocate at the bottom of the fucking ocean. I mean, I'd rather not die at all. But if I had to choose one, I'd rather die instantly than choking to death.
I said the same thing.
I'd rather do that. And then I saw this one chick. She kept tweeting this shit out. Like, everybody obviously when shit like this happens, they got, who is he? He's tied to the World Economic Forum. Oh, is any of these people tied to Hillary Clinton? Like, they try like it's all that shit start coming out, right? This one girl was like, you don't think they killed that father, son, and grandson? I'm like, are you talking about the white billionaire and the 2 Pakistani niggas? Like, they're not related. Like, she tried to make it seem like they wiped them out so they could take his money. Now, the billionaire is by himself. He is a billionaire. But the Pakistani multi-millionaire and his son, there's 2 different things. But she was getting retweets. People like, yes. I'm like, y'all saying this white man, these Pakistanis are like, what are y'all talking about? And then the Pakistani's 48 and the white guy's 58. Like, how is that his? So they're pretty much, she was saying the billionaire is the dad, like the grandfather. Then the Pakistani is his son, and then the son is obviously the grandson. I'm like, and people on Twitter just run with it. I'm like, and then she getting like hella retweets. I'm like, bro, people are fucking stupid. Like, social media is sometimes it's a little, you know what I'm saying? Here we go with this nigga. Trail in the building. Trail showing a little bit of face every time. Pause. All right, man. What you got to say? Dr. Umar, what you got? You versus Bryce. It's your time to shine. Wardu gonna take too long. Wardu bullshit. He's scared to hop on a damn debate.
I need Bryce to go first.
All right. I mean, it's Bryce podcast. You know what I
mean? You challenged us, nigga.
That is true. Should I play the clip first? Should I play the just for a little context?
Play a clip, man.
Okay, let me play the clip just for context. Okay.
Because you know Trill ain't got shit.
Let me play the clip just for context. We're talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, and when the clip's playing, don't talk because it's gonna echo or some shit. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. So, anyways, we're about to get into a debate over Dr. Umar and his problem with what's going on in the Black community. So you ain't really got to see it; you can just listen to it. So here it is.
Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon Black boys, and then we blame Black men for poor choices in mates that they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the Black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
I don't see. I think we're on 2 different accords. Like, I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to do.
You still go back to individualism.
But I only feel like we tell Black men that we have to now deal with masculine women with children.
Why is she masculine? Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman, so brother, a whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No.
That's what I have to look forward to?
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by Black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her...
Okay, I don't know what the fuck just happened. But anyways, I don't know why I went to Boosie. But regardless, that you get the gist of it, all right? That's the gist. Black men got to step up. Essentially, it's kind of their fault. They allowed the women to do this, do that. You know, Dr. Umar got a lot of heat for that conversation. A lot of people disagree. Some people agree with him. Oh, there was this one too. Let me play this one real quick too.
Let's respond to that first, and before we. Me personally, on that, what I felt was the biggest like short sight in his statement is that he basically put all that on the black male and the situation why everything messed up, and not really taking account of the government incentives, obviously the Willie Lynch theory, feminist movement, all these different movements.
People don't know what's the Willie Lynch theory. What is that?
It's breaking up the home, dividing the home. As you say, breaking the black man, so the woman end up becoming a leader and basically just raise generations of misguided males and families, essentially, to keep them basically a slave population, or us a slave population. So when you realize all these different things are in effect that we've been talking about on this podcast for the longest, from redlining to the welfare, with the man not being able to be in the home, all these different things where it incentivizes the woman to not need the black man, or at least make them think they don't need the black man. Then there's many different media programming that's out there, along with, like I said, the feminist movement talking about I don't need a man, all these different things that we ain't heard since we've been growing up, bro. Every black man had heard a woman say that, a TV show, something. So act like that's not a thing. We're delusional. So I think that's his biggest short sight, not realizing that a lot of these things that we would want to control, we can't, because we behind enemy lines, point blank, period.
Yeah. So do you think there's any accountability to be had on black men? Since, because I said earlier, I get what he's saying. 'Cause I feel like in most successful societies, the strongest portion is obviously the men, right? But it's like you said, it's very layered, nuanced conversation. You're talking about the drug epidemic. You're talking about mass incarceration. You're talking about, like you said, that, hey, you can't be in welfare if the father's not in the home, and this and that. But you can also say, hey, motherfucker, hey, don't try to be on welfare.
The destruction of black communities.
Don't try to do this. Don't try to do that.
He asked what a mayor was. He asked what the city council. We got all those dudes. We got all these type of people. We got black people in every position you could think of. And not even before that, we had our own towns and things like that. Once again, behind enemy lines, they destroyed it. We had hundreds of towns that's been either flooded and there's a lake over it, burned, bombed. Just do the history. Just do the history, bro. So to answer your question, to a degree, obviously men have black men have some type of accountability as trying to do better, as far as like, men shouldn't just be thinking what they dig. Men shouldn't just be sleeping on any old woman. Men shouldn't be sleeping on women. They ain't got it all up there upstairs. Like, for instance, the Blueface Krayshawn situation. You shouldn't be getting them pregnant. We had this conversation too about the dudes that's getting certain type of women pregnant. That it's nonsensical. So to be accountable on all fronts, yeah, it's probably 50-50. It's some shit that's men fucking up on, and it's some shit that women fucking up on. So I would agree to that to a degree.
What do you think, Terrell? You said you had a lot of shit to say earlier. I'm gonna watch Bryce. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
So you with Dr. Umar, you against him? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's nuance. I think it's nuance.
Me personally, I think his attack and his approach was wrong. I think his overall thesis was wrong, and blaming the black men and saying the black men need to do this big overall shifting change. Like, black men make more than they women, just like every other race. Black men take care of their kids more than any other race. Like, we're doing what all other races are doing, and they don't have these so-called problems. So to say it's completely our fault and put most of the pressure on us, I start to disagree.
Oh, all right. I ain't got any much smoke for Bryce then. That was gonna be totally opposite.
Oh shit! All right, ain't no point in you up here. All right, see you later. I thought this nigga, he act like he had a disagreement with this nigga.
I thought Bryce was
going
something
crazy or some shit.
Well,
You
like,
thought he was gonna be against Dr. Umar?
Yeah, I thought he was going to red pill. Oh my god, Dr. Umar's wrong, whatever.
I did. I just said he was wrong.
Yeah, not really. kind of I agree with.
It's new. Like, it's like niggas on social media can't see like nuance. Like Dr. Umar is right, and then them guys were right. It was like, do I have to settle with a woman who's masculine and this and that? It's like, no, you don't. But the reason it's like that is because X, Y, Z. So all I can say with that is you can't fix what's going on now. You just got to try to be a part of the solution for the future. Like whatever's going on now, the chick already got 2 baby mamas, or the niggas already got 5 baby mamas. He a deadbeat. Like that's already going on now. All you can do now is try to fix the next generation of people,
can't save everybody.
so that doesn't happen again.
Ooh, that's an Umar favorite line.
What?
I can't psychologically all these niggas. I can't psychology all these niggas. That's one of his favorite lines. It's like some of them we gotta get be gone or some shit. He said.
Yeah, some of you gotta get rid of. Some of you you gotta just let them go.
And if he can say that about men, you gotta understand they go on both sides. It's some women I ain't saying get rid of, but you can't save. Just like it's some men they too far gone, and that's society, bro. That's life. It's a reason why opioids is high. It's a reason why homeless crisis is high. It's a reason why a lot of shit going on. So trust me, a lot of people can't be saved. So
do you think kind of like how I feel about do you think how I kind of feel about the Fresh and Fit shit, that a lot of the things that we talk about on social media are like the loud minority of people that actually do, like most average, everyday, regular people don't act like this or do this. It's just we think that that's how most people act. Like, do you think the most of the black community is like 50 baby mamas, chick doing it, or do you think it's just like there's obviously people like that? There's people like that, obviously, but do you think that's like most people in the black community?
I think most people in black and Spanish communities, yes. I will say
they just got baby mamas and no.
They got a couple. They be having a couple. If they got one kid, they might have two different partners.
Most people.
And I say in Spanish and black homes, I say for sure. You see that a lot. I'm not saying most. I'm not saying most. You see it a lot though. Like I run across it a lot. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Or young girls that got kids and ain't really got a father around, no wedding planning and stuff like that. That happen a lot in the Spanish and black communities for sure. For sure. You got a lot of this shit. What you gonna say?
Whose fault would that be? Would that be the man's fault or the woman? Like, if you used to would you put an onus on somebody, or is just both of them?
I mean, I guess for the red pill conversation.
Okay, so I'm looking at a University of Michigan study. So she found that having children by different fathers was more common among minority women. I guess this is most. 59% of African American mothers, I guess, have children by multiple men. 35% of Hispanic mothers and 22% of white mothers reporting multiple partner fertility. Damn, that's a lot. 59%. That's a lot. And you think the issue with that is the welfare state, mass incarceration?
I think the standard. I think it's less to do with the men and women. I think it's the environment. We products in our environment, and we don't have those type of standards that's been there before. Because you got to think about it before. I think you watched the TV show Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Where the girl got pregnant and wasn't wifed, and she was trying to hide the pregnancy before she could get married and act like somebody, because having a baby out of wedlock was so crucial. Women moved smarter, and the onus on men. You just couldn't sleep around. If you wanted to be with this woman, if she just wasn't some bad wench or something, you had to meet the family. You had to actually court her. You couldn't just, try to date her and fuck her in one night. That wasn't really happening because you gotta honor her. And nobody want their daughter to be basically known around town and she not a virgin no more because that fuck up all type of shit. So when you talk about the standards and different things that used to be in play, whether it was just natural or society things, I think those things change how people move. Nowadays, it's like you can be free. You can do whatever you want. And women do it. Women do it, bro. And it's you get the example here.
It's like when you have a community that already has I won't say it has a bad culture, but it has has a lot of systemic issues, like he said. Like you got all these other factors. And you throw in what's the word for today's society? It's the same word for being like over sexualized. We throw that into the mix with the culture that already has like some bad barriers due to, let's say due to systematic shit, due to welfare, due to drugs, due to criminal justice, due to all that shit. And you add that layer into sexual liberation, that's only a recipe for a disaster, essentially. Because even like there's a video, Dr. Boyce Watkins posted a video. He was like, "Why do our black women in media have to be like this?" It was a video of Young Miami. She was just like, she was on an interview with Jason Lee, and the whole thing was like, "I'm a whore with a capital W, and I'm this, and I'm that." And this is like, you don't have to do like, you don't. I get you're raised like that because that's what she said. Because he asked like, "Are you gonna let your daughter be a city girl?" She's like, "Nah, she gonna be a bookworm." And this is that. Obviously, she's rich.
So it ain't really about how you raised, because you know better. You know right from wrong.
Yeah, sure. You know better now. So it's like, why continue the trend?
It's about that money. That's really what it is.
It's the money, and it is trained that for women's sexual liberation is power. Like that's
at least some type
thing.
of fame.
And people want power. So if you're gonna tell women that having sex with multiple people and doing that is power, what's to stop people from overtly going out and doing it?
Yeah.
Because people want to feel power, and that's the way you feel power, and that's what they're gonna do.
Women used to things we value changed too. Women used to value virginity just like men used to value it. It used to have a certain type of value. Like you gotta think historically, men always been like sex dogs and all this type of things, and it was always women that was the ones to somewhat not play into that. Once they play into that, it's an open world. Like men gonna do whatever because they technically these dogs when it comes to the sexual aspect of things, and that was supposed to be the one thing that women kind of like protected themselves from, because it could leave you vulnerable. You can have a kid by any type of dude you don't know. You can have all type of STDs, and that back in the day could have killed you.
Yeah.
So like you gotta think about a lot of shit nowadays. Like you can fuck a bunch of niggas and just keep going back to the shit. Well, not so much now.
You got birth control.
Like, it's so much shit where it's like back in the day, it was a risk of fucking all these type of dudes, and I mean it still is today, especially when you talk about society wise and the implication of raising a kid by yourself.
Diseases and it's like whatever. Like I was watching the interview. What's that girl name? The girl who got the Pound Town left pound. What's her name? I forgot. Sexy Red. She was talking to Angelina and them. She was just like casual, like, yeah, I got chlamydia twice. Just like, I mean, I know it's curable, but this is like, like, would you ever fuck with a girl who publicly said she had chlamydia twice?
That's
even
nasty.
if it's curable. Like I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't even want to touch that. I'd be like, I'm good.
What were you doing?
I'm not going that way.
What were you doing?
She said this is what she said. She said her and her boyfriend got a break, right? They broke up. And then they got back together. And that's when they found, because they said, what's that smell? They both had chlamydia. She said, well, I fucked two niggas and you fucked two of them. So who is it? It's like, then you broke up with a dude, and then during the break, she didn't really express how long the break was, but then you went and fucked two more guys. It's like, but I want to give, I just don't get it. Because some niggas don't got morals either. They cool with that shit too. Like, and yes, it's a double standard. Girls and guys, this is the fucking double standard. I'm not going to get into that bullshit, but yes, there is.
So my whole thing is, why was this a big debate though?
The Dr. Umar thing?
Yeah.
Because people latched on, they felt like he was just blaming black men. Like that was the thing. Like it's not our fault. It felt like people felt like it was an attack on black men. That was pretty much the gist of it.
Supposedly Umar don't talk to his kid or take care of his own kids.
But there was also this clip too. I just want to play some real quick.
So and what I also tell black women, if you're going to go get you an African man from the continent, you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here.
Don't do that. Let me download it real quick. I don't know my shit. We still on?
Yeah,
I'm gonna download it. Okay, I'm gonna download it.
But that clip right there was nasty in itself. It just shows he don't have a genuine thesis on how men should be treated. Because he clearly think African men deserve a certain level of respect that American men don't, and I don't get it, because once again the black male is competing just like every other race. Like we becoming is plenty of black people becoming millionaires, becoming innovative. As far as a minority, we're doing pretty well, bro. As far as like you gotta think about it. Historically, even in other societies and shit like that, when has a minority been able to have this much like wealth, power, influence?
Trey, you got a fan? Is that you got a fan on?
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Turn your fan off. That shit loud as a motherfucker.
can you think of a time? I mean, obviously, I'm not that much of a history buff to know that, but like, I gotta think, like, bro, we live in a different time.
I don't know.
A different
Bryce.
time as far as what?
Where are you getting these statistics from?
It's not a statistic thing. Just look at like normally a minority is
No,
somewhat
we said two different
oppressed.
things.
I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean? I said two different things.
No, so I don't see what you're saying when you're saying that we're at our best right now. I don't see that.
I didn't say we was at our best. I said
we're doing good. I don't see that.
As far as a minority, you got to think as a minority, you typically always go through some type of oppression. You usually always get pushed to the side because that's how most societies run. But in this society, we do have a chance to be millionaires. And even in that, we still competing as far as our men making money, our men and women creating businesses, our men and women getting educated, us being on sports, doctors. Like Umar said, where are all these things? We have plenty of those in these fields. And to be considered that we're a minority, the fact that you can look anywhere, we're a CEO of this and that, you got to say that we're doing pretty good, even though
Can you say we're doing pretty good, or could you say there's
we have more
exceptions in the
opportunity.
community, or there's exceptions in the community that are doing good? Because overall, would you say everybody they're doing good?
No, I'm talking about even with the average. When I say men are competing, us making $45K a year, considering all the different things that we go on, and then the average white man only make 55 or 10K more than us, and they had a 300-year gap. That's the average. Like so when Dr. Umar say African men deserve more respect than black men, I'm like, bro, we went through just as much shit and grinded our way through it, and we right there behind the people that's supposed to be the so-called majority.
No, I think that's one dimensional.
Because that's one he on the one dimension.
No, I'm serious. So because when you think about a black household, okay, cool, the black dude's making $45K a year, but the woman's probably not bringing anything in, so it's probably like what, 45K a year.
The average woman make 35K a year.
Yeah, but I don't feel like the average black woman's bringing that much.
35K a year is what the average black woman makes.
I don't know.
It's not. I don't know.
I feel like that numbers could be skewed a little.
It's average. It's going to be skewed.
When I look at the average white person, I'm seeing day to day either my job, past jobs, anywhere. I see them way ahead of us. I don't see.
Well, you might be in an area where there's only nice white people, buddy.
No.
I see plenty of white struggling people.
Let me give you.
Y'all do live in Texas, so
let me just give you statistics, right? So this is from 2020. Though I don't know if they did a new Social Security thing since then, but these are those from 2019 to 2020. So from the ages 20 to 29, white men average 31,000, black 19,000. 30 to 39, white men average 57,000, black men 34,000. 40 to 49, 68,000 for white people, 47 for black. 50 to 59, 69,000 and 48,000. So,
hey, D. Fran, do me a favor. Look at the median.
So it's about a 20-year gap.
It's like
the median. It's about a 20K gap when you start getting to the older age.
Even in the younger ages, even the 30, 39, it's 57 to 20, 34. So it's about 23,000 difference.
Okay,
that's still a lot of money, but you gotta look at numbers like this. You gotta look at median because average can be very skewed.
What about Hispanics? What about?
I don't know. This is the stats from Social Security .gov. And like Asians are 100,000. Like Asians by the time they're 30, 39 is 78,000. Now I don't know why they're way ahead of everybody, but maybe that's a cultural thing.
They're a minority, and they're doing hella good. We're definitely not at that level, but let's be real where we at as a society, bro. Like, or as black people in this society. Bro, we just got a segregation less than 40 years ago. We were
that's an excuse, Bryce, bro.
You don't understand history.
If you look at don't bring out history, bro. Don't bring out history.
Why is that an excuse? Why is that an excuse?
My thing is bro, look at through our history. I feel like we've done better. We've had looking at us now, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. When we look at historical, we had doctors, lawyers.
We got
teachers.
that now.
We had everything.
We got that now.
I'm talking about a couple here and there. I'm talking about
it's not a couple.
You get what I'm saying? I feel like
I know a million. I know a million RNs. What are we talking about?
But what I'm saying, I feel like we were more self-sufficient coming out of slavery and Jim Crow than we are now.
You had to be. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't go nothing white. You had to make your own shit.
I feel like black, we just a lot of entry-level jobs. I feel like we should be way farther than we are now.
That's only true to a degree because
I don't know any black doctors.
there was plenty of black people that wanted to stay on the slave because they didn't know how to create for themselves. They didn't know how to do anything outside of slavery. Then there was the people that didn't know how. So it go both ways. Just like nowadays, there are people that know how to fend for themselves. They know how to make a good living for themselves. They have a good household. And there's people that don't. That's a part of life, bro. That's any race. Like there's gonna be some people that succeed in that. But I'm not saying that we're not. I'm not, to a degree. I don't know how much better we probably doing. Because I don't want to get into all that. I do believe we used to have a bunch of towns and all that different things. So I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying to say that we've been oppressed and had many different things that happened to us with even in the last 100 years, from us having hundreds of towns and them all being wiped out, from many different litigations and things being passed to fuck us over. It's so much shit, bro. It's so much shit. To say that we only 20K behind, I don't look at that as a big sight where African men should be getting respect and black men in America shouldn't be, because we just ain't shit and ain't got nothing going for ourselves.
I don't know if he
Fred, do me a favor.
That's what I get from that.
I want to play the whole context real quick. Then we can get back to this thing.
Like,
I think
African
man from the continent, you would have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down, or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
He just be talking.
So I think he's saying over there they don't do
I mean, he right.
If it was over there, they can't do that. That's what I think he was saying.
Yeah, but
Not necessarily Africans come here and they don't got. I think he's saying if they was over there.
It's that too. Though. What he's saying is, I think what he's saying is Africans demand more respect. We don't really demand that respect.
I think it's saying that men. I think the underlying tone, what I hear many other people say, black men don't deserve respect because we ain't doing shit. So when I hear him kind of make a similar sentiment where, African men gonna reserve respect because he say, they ain't got a part of what these black women been going through, I think it's even more layered than that. I really do. But
what do you think about this? Flannel said differentiated data on the Asian men who were after us, but outperforming by 2 times. Poor excuses by Bryce again.
But they outperforming white men too, though.
Hey, do me a favor, D-Fan. With that Bryce, the thing you're doing average, do it median instead.
But that was median. I just said average. Median, it's like you know.
Nigga, what are you in school for?
Doesn't median and average mean the same thing?
No, not at all.
Median is actually worse.
No, it's not. Average, because
median just is the middle number.
For example, average. If you did average like incomes between the three of us, you would add the 3 and divide by 3. So
which is a good ratio to figure out shit.
No, it's not. Because say D-Fran's making $500,000 and me and you are making 20,000. That number's gonna be way skewed when you do that average. You get what I'm saying?
But the median is too.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it would be.
The median is the most amount. So if it's like
the median is not the most amount, the median is the middle, nigga. Do you know what median means, nigga?
Jesus, can you let me talk?
No, because you're wrong. Median means middle, nigga.
You right, Bryce. You right.
I know
it.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga said the median means the most. What are you talking about? That's absolutely wrong.
Look at D-Fran Google and let's see.
This nigga
I'm trying to see.
What are you talking about?
That live fact check.
This is simple math.
Find the median calculator. Let's see. So what'd you say, Trill? You said 500,000?
Yeah, like if you made 500,000, me and Bryce made 25,000. That number's gonna be skewed. So you got to add 3 and then divide by 3 to get that average number.
Nigga.
Yeah, Bryce, go back to elementary school, my boy.
Find the median. So orange number they can't even do it because the middle number of 520,000. I don't know. I'm not a fucking math person. I don't know. Regardless,
the median is the value in the middle of a data set. Like I said, a middle number.
Fuck all that. Not Trail. Flying says, who cares? They outperforming whites. Why are they outperforming blacks if they got here after us? Wasn't your excuse
They didn't go
whites
through the
were-
same shit though.
Wasn't your excuse whites were here first?
No, I said whites dominated this. This is their land through war, through trickery, through manipulation. Like, what are we talking about? Asians came over here. They did get oppressed. They did go through things, but they also, if you know assimilation, if you have a pale color skin, you're accepted in society after a while. Like you're still a minority, but you fit in. If you have darker color skin, the darker your color skin, historically you've been more cast out. That's simple. So when Asians come over here, there first of all, it's not a bunch of them, so they're able to make a lot of money, and their numbers gonna be sky high. Well, they also got good culture. Like, I'm not gonna knock that. They got good culture, but
Do you
they
think,
also
do you think it's more cultural than anything?
it's culture for sure. But
So do you think
you
that's
gotta
the main
think.
thing holding
You
black
gotta
back
think
is a cultural thing?
for sure. But their culture didn't get destroyed. They immigrants. They came over from China. Like they went through certain oppression, but it wasn't enough for them to wipe out what they known and what they came from. They still got a homeland that they connected to, that they people live. There's generations of that. So when they come over here, their cultures dominate because we don't have culture. So we around a bunch of people that's undisciplined, and Asians are disciplined.
So it's not
It's
a black
simple.
thing. It's more like it's a black American thing. Because like Africans come over here and they do well.
Yeah, because they got tradition and culture.
So it's not necessarily a skin color thing. It's just like
Well, to a degree, there you could go into this shit where it's a deeper conspiracy where the fact that they're an immigrant, that they're looked at as a higher class than us.
Because if you look at this, in income in 2018, Nigerian Americans had a median household income of $68,000, higher than $61,000 for all overall U.S. households. So they had a higher median household income than everybody, like the average of just U.S. households, or whatever the fuck, average, median, whatever word y'all want to use.
I say average, but
and they had a poverty rate of 12% lower than the U.S. national average of 14.9, and lower than the total African American poverty rate by 27.2%.
For the most part,
skin color thing, or is it what is it?
For the most part, it's a color thing. But I was just going off of for the most part, it's a culture thing. But when I brought up the assimilation thing, I was more referring to why Asians, yes, they came over here and went through shit, but it's nothing like saying we went through over 400 years of documented oppression of the worst of the worst. How was this escaping niggas' head? Like, niggas forgot about slavery, and then after slavery, bro, slavery was like less than 100 years ago, bro. Like, this shit was still going on.
Go, my boy. We gotta let that go. I ain't gonna lie to
You're a fucking idiot.
Now, hold on, my bad. Wardo, you gotta, if you want to get in on the Young Thug listening, you gotta hop in now because I need your opinion on this conversation.
Idiot.
So hop in right now.
How, dude?
Anyways,
let that go, bro.
Hey,
let
I need.
Let slavery go.
No,
well,
I get it. I'm gonna get it.
What I'm saying is, we can't.
You said let slavery go.
We can't keep harping on that as an excuse, bro. We got so much opportunity. Like saying, like, slavery is holding us back. Like, bro, come on, man.
It's not holding us back, but to realize.
And then when you talk about slavery, bro, look, we had I think black people were the most successful when we came out of slavery. That time out of slavery, we had on businesses doing.
You said think. Stuff. That's not 100%.
It ain't think. You just look at it. Look at the numbers. How much they were better off back then, bro. Like, come on.
We still were struggling to have land. I just read Dr.
We had land, bro.
WD. We didn't. A lot of majority of black people did not have land. The majority of black people live like Shannon Sharp. Like, stop it, bro. A majority of black people live in huts.
Like that now, then what?
No, that's not true. The majority of black people lived in huts.
You just said Shannon Sharp.
Do you know how he lived?
That's the past 30 years ago.
Do you know how he lived in a hut?
Yes.
With
40 years
no
ago.
installation.
40 years ago.
And that's how people was living. Even back then, it was even worse. They was living on dirt. I literally just finished. Let me talk, nigga. Stop interrupting. You just gotta say something every time I'm talking. I let you get your shit off. Dr. W.D. Du Bois' book about how he came up and what he came from. Most people that were black were impoverished, didn't have much to their name. Nigga, for his desserts and snacks that he'd get, he get to eat molasses, nigga. That was they candy, nigga, because that's what the slave dude gave him.
So like, when they grew up, right?
Yes. What are you talking about? As they were growing up.
Like when they was, yeah. All right. So what happened when they were adults?
He still
what point
for the most part, black people still struggle significantly, and the same shit. The same what you mean?
Was he successful?
He was successful, and he was successful in helping a lot of people. But to understand,
well, you can't hold on. You can't have an argument because like just because he was successful don't mean everybody has to be successful.
And he literally
right now, Robert Smith is worth $5.7 billion. Like that doesn't mean every black like that doesn't work. Now I also think it may be skewed because I see what Bryce is saying. You're saying that black people were better off back then. You might say they maybe had better a moral, cultural, whatever system going on. We talking about people were married before they had babies.
But we couldn't
there was
read
doctors. But my point is, you might have had those things. There might have been doctors in the community off of necessity, but that still doesn't mean, as far as living conditions, black people.
We didn't even know what toothbrushes was, bro. Like, if you read his book, black people had to be introduced to what a toothbrush was after slavery, bro. Like, we had no hygiene. Like, we had no capabilities of a lot of things. Like you have no clue what you're talking about.
What's your point? What's your point?
I mean, I was just saying that we've been through a lot of shit, and to act like we should dismiss that because it was so long ago, and the fact that we've gone through the same exact shit, the same exact problems exist back then exist today.
So
and
why are we still the same problems? Is what I'm saying.
Because mass incarceration just was 20 years ago. The war on drugs was just 20 years ago. That shit wasn't 100 years ago. So what are we talking? Bro,
we gotta blame.
That was that was literally just 2 generations.
Ain't nobody tell us to sell drugs. Ain't nobody tell us to do that.
You don't know how that shit worked then.
Even to the day, like ain't nobody tell you to go sell drugs today. That's what I mean. We gotta let this go, bro. Mugs will sell drugs and blame it on the white man. Ain't nobody tell you to go sell drugs. Ain't nobody tell you to go rob people. Like, come on, bro. All these opportunities to make money and be rich now. Nah, stop blaming it on slavery. Stop blaming it on oppression. Like, nah, I don't want to hear them excuses, bro. I'm not selling drugs. I'm 24. I'm in college, doing good, nice job, own apartment, car. Come on now, bro.
How much your parents made? How much your parents made a year?
Like lower middle class. Upper,
all right then. So the life that you talking about, not selling drugs and shit.
What you mean?
The life you talking about, not selling drugs.
As you say, what would you say? Your my surroundings. So based on that, I'm selling drugs.
But your household wasn't like that, so it ain't just your like. Obviously, your environment consists of going outside, but your environment
that's on us. That's on us.
Big enough trail.
Your environment consists.
Our environment is on us. Is it? Is it not?
Not when you behind enemy lines.
What? Bro, this ain't Vietnam, bro. This is what?
I can see Trail's argument. I can see Bryce's argument. Trail's argument to Bryce looks like you taking a lack of accountability. Bryce's argument is when a government has continuously tried to oppress you in different means, different ways, it's easy to see how people get caught in that trail. You say you from the hood, you from this, but look at you, you're not doing X, Y, and Z. Like I said, you may be an exception, not the rule. So
but not even that. My thing
caught
is,
up in that shit. They get tied them into it. Like I said, y'all know me. I worry about white women talking about. Like, I'm not even from there. But my mama married this guy. That's when I really got introduced to people in the hood, and I can see how people do get caught in that because if I go to a woman's house, I go to her apartment, right, and there's niggas with red flags coming in and out of her apartment all fucking day. She got 5 kids. These little kids, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5, they throwing up blood. They doing this, they doing that. Like, how are they most likely not gonna become that scenario? Now you can say it's accountability, but it's also how were they raised? Well, like it probably didn't just start with this mama.
And think about it. Let me get into this.
Start with this person.
But my point is,
the mama not at home because she got to work all the time. Even if there is 2 parents in the home, they both got to work because even 2-parent households in the black community, both parents got to work. So they're not getting raised by their parents, and that's how the system wanted. You're gonna get raised by either the media or some outside environment that's not good for your kids, and that be the system that we struggle to. Versus other cultures, they do shit a lot differently. They be having grandparents in the home. They be having all type of other different shit where we don't have that anymore because of our community got destroyed by very specific programming over the years. This ain't some, the government did some shit this one time. The government, like, bro, it's been a calculated attack on us, nigga, for centuries, nigga. It ain't stopped. On melanated people across the world, it ain't stopped. Like, so
that's
I don't
cool,
know what the fuck you talking about.
What I'm saying
in America, we like what?
All that is cool up to a certain point. At a certain point, you understand you're doing wrong, bro. When you 30, 40 years old, still doing the same thing, bro, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
So
like, you
I
want to
think
say,
we're getting off on a tangent. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Say if you grew up in that
we talking about, like, obviously there's black people that's not doing good. I already said there's gonna be that in every race. So I'm not gonna make an excuse for them people. That's in every race. I'm talking about for us to be only, let's say, civil rights and all that shit, segregation, feminists, all that shit is in the last 10 to 40 years. And we still going through a lot of this shit that's coverted. We're doing pretty decent. That's all I said. And niggas trying to act like I'm saying a crazy statement. Like for all the statements you trying to make it seem like, bro, we on the highest nigga only making 20K. We ain't got no black millionaires. We ain't got no black men that making 100K. We ain't got no black men that's making 4K a week, 4K a day. I go on trading YouTubes and or all type of shit. I see black men all the time doing shit, making money. We on YouTube because we think it's that easy.
Scamming, bro.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. I'm talking about Kai. I'm talking about all type of shit.
You talking about millionaires, bro? Most of these millionaires not even helping their own people, bro.
Who gives a fuck about that? Who gives a fuck about that? We talking about black argument. Like, bro, you're moving the goalposts, bro. I'm talking about black people doing all right for themselves at this point in time. If you're trying to argue something else, bro, I don't know what we're talking about. Like, bro, everywhere I look,
what is your point, bro?
Everywhere, I just made my point. I just said it, bro. Black people ain't doing as bad as y'all said, and I was saying that based off of what I thought Umar was saying on black men really don't deserve respect, or black men been a history of ain't being shit. Like, yeah, it's a few black men that's bad apples, just like in every race. But to act like that's the standard for black men, you just said it. You not that standard. You different, but that's how Umar make it seem like all black men is a part of this shit. All black men.
No, he said all black men are accountable for it, bro.
How when it's a few bad apples, bro? We can't never cure all the bad apples. No. We can't never stop all the bad women that's gonna sleep around. We can't never do that. That's impossible. So we preaching to the choir at this point when you talk like that.
You just like on the podcast. Listen, what Umar is saying, bro, is that you have a response. Say, bro, all right, say you in Houston, right? Say it's a bunch of bad kids in your neighborhood, right? As a man, what you can do is something simple as go and play basketball with them dudes. Start out after
you think this is a Disney movie?
What does Disney got to do with this, bro? You can't start after school program?
You think you're gonna change their life?
Yeah. Bryce, what?
Okay.
You know how many people, boys and girls club.
Go do that then, Trail. Go change the world then.
All right, I will.
Go see the kid. Go play with the kids outside, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Because that's gonna change how when they go home, they still hungry at night. Playing basketball. they could have did that at the gym anyway.
Feed them too. Really?
Because you got the money to feed all the black poor kids in the hood.
It ain't that many, bro.
Okay.
So NJ agrees with Bryce.
Nah, NJ, you tripping, bro.
With Trail. You know.
Either way, my point is
it's a nuanced conversation.
But see, Bryce, you talking about one person, bro. I'm talking about a whole community of black people, bro. Like, think about everybody in the hood gave even $10 a week. How much you can do, how much you can feed, how much stuff you can tutors you can do for little black kids. You know, even if you save like 5 or 10 of them.
You know, the average black person in the hood don't have. They live check to check, so extra $10.
So how they buying weed? How they buying Jordans?
Every black person in the hood buy weed. Every black
how they buying brand new cars every time tax time? Yeah,
I live in the hood. I ain't bought a fucking Jane years.
You one person.
I do buy weed though.
My point proven. Like, I know dudes growing up,
but my weed is that helped me stay stable in this chaos world. So I feel like you taking away from me to help somebody else. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I got to do for me.
This proves my point, D-Fran. This proves my point. This is why we ain't going nowhere. This is why we running in one little circle.
Hey,
my stability.
I'm just saying, to get onto the argument that you trying to have about we can make this change and things like that. I'm not arguing that, but the biggest thing is, bro, we just need to keep focusing on ourselves and build ourselves up before we even can get to that. Let's save the community shit. It's like I said, we're at a good point. We're making 45K. I never said that's where we should. That's to be the goal. That's what we should strive. But I'm just saying to be where we at is not bad. But yeah, let's be where the Asians and shit at. But the only way to get like that, we're gonna have to build ourselves up, like, and then go back.
How long are we gonna keep building? That's my point, bro.
We haven't been building that long.
When you look at people like his,
I honestly don't. To build up a black community, it can't be a bunch of individuals. It's got to be like what Umar said about you talking individualism. It's got to be a community-wide thing. It's got to be
the reason.
Like so Asians just getting one Asian getting rich don't help bring up the whole community. They have entire culture.
Yes, they do
like,
because they
Jewish because Jewish people have an entire culture around their shit. Like 3 Jewish niggas came up and then like
that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even arguing that. I'm more talking about. To be able to have a community that's thriving, you need resources. To be able to have resources, you're gonna have to. We need to first start with self. You can't we can act like, hey, let's come together, but while we all fending for ourselves and shit, people not gonna come together. If they is, it's gonna be some shiesty shit. People got to get right with themselves first, and we need to work on shit like that for the most part. Self-healing, self-financing, shit like that. That's step 1, bro. We trying to get to step 10 before we even get to step 1, and I think. Making $45K and shit like that a year, that's a part of the step 1 where we at because you got.
So how long we gonna stay on step 1? That's my thing. How long?
It's only been about 20 years. What are we talking about?
20 years since what?
Let's say since the 2000s, and even then we know mass incarceration, all these different things are still going on. So
you gotta stop using mass incarceration as an excuse, bro.
It's not an excuse when
yes, it is, bro.
When a kid could get harassed and basically done anything to, and he just a kid maybe doing something stupid versus a white kid doing that same little dumb stupid stuff, they get a pat on their back and get dropped off at their house. Like,
you see that trail?
The
new Jim Crow.
So we know that. Why would we go and do that?
Colorblind.
It's not a go and do that. It's just a natural thing.
This is why we run around the circle. This is what I mean. So you said since the 2000s. I mean, for over 23 years we've been running in a circle. How long we gonna keep running in this circle?
It's natural. It's natural, bro. It's natural. We all have. So this is the thing, bro. Even with the Asian community, they have high suicide rates. Like they have their problems where with their young community, they have too much pressure on them, and they feel like they can't live up to it, and they go out and they do their own thing where they youth have problems. We in America, our youth do dumb things. We wild. They preach that in the movies. They preach that in the TV shows. They preach in college is gonna be a party. So I'm not saying black kids shouldn't be smarter, but to act like the rules ain't 10 times stricter on us.
So if you know that, then why go do that then, Bryce?
It's not a point. Bro, it's a natural thing. Kids gonna do like you're gonna smoke weed. You're gonna smoke weed one time. You're gonna go do something stupid at least one time, and that one time you get caught, they put the book on you. And
see,
versus
rare,
other cultures, that's not rare. That's what's been. So it's plenty of stories that had 2 grams in their pocket and they got 20 years. It's not fair. It's not fair. What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, Bryce.
You niggas said stop using mass incarceration.
They're not even going back.
Hey, get this nigga off of here, bro.
Going back to it, bro.
This nigga just saying all type of wild shit. Let's forget about slavery. Mass incarceration don't affect the black community.
Listen,
this nigga don't know shit.
D-Friend, if you know you got it 10 times harder, why would you then go out and sell drugs? If you know you got 10 times harder, why would you then go out in public and drink and get drunk? Why would you go drink and drive? You know you got 10 times harder and likely to go to jail.
I get it. Your thing is
if you know you ain't got the same support system as white people, why go get pregnant at 15 to 16?
Your thing is you need to have accountability. But like I said, Bryce do got some points of nuance shit. Like if you think about mass incarceration, for instance, there's a reason that they made They made crack the sentencing for that more than cocaine. Because they knew who was using the cocaine. The Wall Street niggas that was getting caught with the coke, they were getting slapped on the wrist. Coke and crack kind of, it's like the same shit.
The same people that lock us up be doing shit.
Crack with a black thing.
And we keep falling for it. And we keep falling for
it. I get it. You can say niggas ain't had to sell crack. So
yeah, that's a fact.
You can't dispute like niggas ain't got to sell crack because I can't say nothing about that.
Common sense to me is like different.
People will just bring up like it's the community. And I talk about this all the time on my show. I'll be like, I get people say that, but it's kind of hard for me to like, how long are you going to continue to like you say, fall into the trap? Like right now, you see these kids, these drill kids, and these are 15, 14-year-olds killing each other. They ain't even getting to these ages of like 18, 19, 20. They this young. Is it the music? Is it? There's a lot of shit going on.
Their environment. So what you gonna go hoop with them, Trail? You gonna go hoop with the niggas in Chirac?
How much you gonna use environment for us?
And go roll out the ball of them, Trail.
Excuses,
go roll out the ball of them, Trail. What you gonna do to them? What's that?
Bro,
What's
these excuses.
It's not an excuse because you got to understand this.
How's it not?
It's a perpetual motion that's been set in place.
It's not perpetual. We keep doing the same shit over and over again.
That means perpetual, nigga. You're stupid.
I mean, that's us. What you talking about, Bryce? That's like, bro. That's like
you say dumb shit. Like, bro,
if you get arrested one time,
at least be
why
right
would
about
you
shit
continue to sell drugs?
That's not the only. See, you missing a short side of shit. Selling drugs is a symptom of broken homes, nigga. Why do we have broken homes? Because we behind enemy lines that people been trying to destroy.
We try to fix the broken homes versus
we've been trying to, and every time we try to fix them, here they come with another tidal wave, nigga. What are we talking about? And then that now that the houses are broken up, you get symptoms of people selling drugs, people selling their body, people trying to do shit for a quick cash and shit like that because they're desperate. Why? Because they don't have a system, they don't have a foundation, which is what's the strongest foundation? A home, bro. And this has been what they've been doing to us since slavery.
So if we know they
put you on the chopping block,
keep falling for it, Bryce,
because there's no one giving you game.
Pretty much, Trail saying, why are black people?
It's nothing.
Wile E. the Coyote. Why are they? Why are the white people running and why are black people Wile E. Coyote? That's you keep running to the wall.
No,
you're wrong.
Are we gonna do this for another 100 years?
You're wrong.
Are we gonna keep doing this for anher 100 years, bro?
Hey, you're wrong, Trill. Because
are we gonna keep doing this for another 100 years?
Hey, let me speak to my Nigerian brother. The East even speak to the West having more influence over how women, even on these traditional, like where they come from, traditional places, are starting to act more modern. And how it's starting to fuck with different things. So to act like this shit ain't something that's like almost a cancer, bro, you don't understand it, because at the end of the day, bro, there was a mammy back in the day, right? A big mama back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was some guy that got broken or sent off to another plantation. Since slavery, they made women the matriarch of our community. They made that the norm for 400 years, which basically destroys black people, because all we know is the woman leading for 400 years. That is our history. That is not how a household or a kingdom or anything supposed to be ran in the human kingdom. From what we've noticed, men are supposed to dominate as far as running shit, and women are there and playing their role. Like, yes, they're supposed to be matriarchal to a degree, but they're not supposed to be running things. Even women that say they get tired of that. But for 400 years, that's been the plague. So when you ask, why can't it just stop? Because, well, mammy told me I don't need a man. Or there hasn't been a man present. Why? Because of circumstances. Even then, when men did somewhat go try to do something for themselves, what was the main way of going? Going to the army. So they may die and get a bond sent to their family. So even then, when there was a man that was willing to step up, he went to go do shit that was risky for his life. And then even then, the type of work that men did in the field was not like he wasn't gonna live a long time. So women was even outliving these men that was working and supposed to be their husband. Like, it's a lot of tragic stories that go on to this shit. And when you ask, why can't we just stop it? Because the cycle has been going on and it's been in play for a long fucking time.
So we're gonna break the cycle, Bryce. That's the point.
The scary part of it is they're starting to influence other communities. And what they used on us to break us, they're starting to use it on other communities to gain even more control. They're starting to do that with the white communities. That 22% rate of women having multiple partners, that shit going up. Just like the divorce rate, that shit going up. All these different things are starting to plague other communities because that's what the government want. A bunch of broken households where they can run everybody. That's the truth. Like, why you talking about how can it get stopped? In the government eyes and how shit moving, it look like we was just awake and it's more to come. I'm being honest with you, how I see shit. I'm looking at the LGBTQ shit going with the kids. I'm looking at all this liberal shit. Like, look like shit about to get worse.
Trell, what are you actually?
He couldn't tell you, NJ.
Trell, what are you actually trying to argue? Like, what are you disputing?
No, my point is Bryce keeps going around in a circle.
What's the solution? Find God, nigga.
Using the same excuse.
Find God.
My point is, when we gonna stop using that excuse, bro? That's my whole thing.
So, Trell, you're basically saying like black people have to hold themselves accountable, even though we're already oppressed.
Yes,
I mean,
that's the most backward shit ever.
You have the most opportunities ever to get rich or to have a better lifestyle legally. And it's like, nope, I'm gonna take the same route that we've been taking for the past.
So you
100
think
years.
the average black man making 45K is because nope, we taking the same route?
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the rest of the
Why you
people.
keep saying the
bro.
average black man made 45,000?
Because you said that was in 2020. I don't know about 2020.
Yeah, we gotta check this stat. I'm not believing this stat.
I thought the average person in general.
And if it is average black man, he's supporting a family of 2 or 3 or multiple kids.
And that ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's not true.
But
Like,
Trill,
every black man.
You think 45,000 a year?
That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm arguing.
Okay, I had to clarify.
This nigga making it seem like there's a bunch of black men with a bunch of kids in the house. Like
it is. Look around.
How many kids you got, Trail?
That's what I'm the bro. I'm the.
What do? How many kids you got?
0, thank God.
Not every black man walking around with a bunch
2.
of fucking kids, and you married to the same woman.
True.
Congrats.
But that's
Not
rare.
every black.
That's rare, bro. I rarely see that.
That's my gripe against this nigga. That rare shit is crazy. There's plenty of black men out here doing good for themselves. You're crazy.
I'm not saying there's not, but I'm saying as a race, as a whole, bro, we are not where you think we are. You saying this is good?
What do you
like,
think
it's
we
not
are?
good?
What do you
bro.
think?
But
so what do you think we should be?
I argue the point.
What
that
do you think
were
we
doing
should
better
be?
when we came out of slavery.
So what do you
I feel
think
our
we should
future
be?
was brighter.
All right, so let me ask you 2 questions.
Hold on.
Let me ask you 2 questions then. So you said you feel like we was better. What did you think the average wealth of the black person was back then? And after you answer that question, what do you think we should be at now? Considering all the shit after, we shouldn't be using that excuse, and we like 40 to 400 years removed.
Back then, I don't know, but now I feel like we should be more business.
So let's answer the first question. You said you answered it quick. You said you didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what do we? So why are you keeping? So
that?
can we get rid of that statement that you think?
But you don't even know what is the number then?
No, I just said I know for a fact that they didn't. The average black person that owned land, they didn't have pretty much a dime to their name.
There was a lot of people that owned land back then, bro. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that notion of black people didn't own anything back then, bro. I was just looking at the stat that I think I might have posted on Instagram. There was one dude that had like 140 acres of farmland.
So give me what you think the average black person, what they was making.
I guarantee the average black person back then owned more land back then than they do now. I guarantee.
All right.
Crazy.
We're not gonna. Young Thug just got Terrell saying
good debate though. Good debate.
Bryson saying, trials and tribulations.
NJ is fine, God, because if you know where we at, we in Babylon, we behind enemy lines, and if you know who ruling these times,
shout out to the Hispanics and the Asians. That's what we should be modeling our community at.
Hey man, it's not your podcast, man. If you hear a host talking, man,
pretty random shout out.
If you ain't, just sometimes stay in your place, my boy.
It's giving coon. It's giving coon, brother.
Yeah. So like I said, man. If you
hold on, because like you gotta the mess. I don't know, because you're gonna do the black thing with slavery. I got you.
Okay. Travis is on this shit. Oh my god.
Okay. Anyways, fuck all that. We're going live. We already are live. Young Thug. Let me change the title.
Drake got 2 songs. Hold on. Who the hell is Nate?
This whole thing.
Reaction.
How many songs?
15 songs.
Oh, that's not bad.
15. He trying to be like Gunna.
Different. I need this shit. Cut up in my headphones.
All right. So this
first listen.
See, Young Thug trying to go for it. You know what? Because I said it. Young Thug knows niggas don't listen.
We don't even talk about Gunna shit.
Thug, we'll do that. We'll do it during. Thug know niggas don't listen to the whole shit. So who the first record he got is with Drake. He know what he doing.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
The first song is Drake. So regardless, here we go. Young Thug, Business is Business. The first song is called Parade on Cleveland featuring Drake. Let's see. Let me turn it up.
I'm gonna mute my mic. Hold on. You feel me?
Hold on, let me turn my thing up. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on. Let's go.
How the fuck you out here going tit for tat? I should have saw the signs. How could I miss that? Hey. Soon as I'm fresh out the box like a Tic Tac, we having sex. Soon as I get my bitch back, it ain't gonna be sexy when I get my lick back. I'm about to mop up some boys, it's custodian time. Me and my thoughts is the loneliest time. Don't tell me about loyalty, show me this time. Don't tell me about loyalty, show me this time. Business is business, you owe me this time. Slime on your head, Nickelodeon time. Oh, parade on Cleveland soon as I get home. I'm coming home. All the dogs, all the lifers, all the pythons, all the vipers. Parade on Cleveland soon as I get home.
I don't like. He got to get the fuck away from Lil Yachty, dog. He got to get the fuck away from Lil Yachty. I swear to God. I swear to God, he got to go away from Lil Yachty.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from.
Hold on, bro. I know
an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility.
This better not all be off the jail phone.
To accept this call, press 0.
This better not all be off the jail phone. I swear to God.
Gunna did it. Gunna did it. Gunna did it.
Yo, what's up, my brother?
What's up, my brother?
Oh, these niggas talking. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I ain't doing shit, man. Just pushing more Peter, more sweeter, more completer. Just Peter pushing around.
Peter pushing.
See what I'm saying to him?
Spider back, I'm a big dog, you a cat, how was that? You was ever in the format, 100 bun, on the bed, yeah, 100 racks, sun's up. I ain't sleep, I've been counting stacks, hands down. You're the big dog coming back, think you good? Nigga,
Water,
pass
this is not fire.
crack, Michael Kors, nah, Michael Jackson back in like 40 days, 40 seconds.
Water's definitely selling.
At the back end, like I'm trapped in. Actually, I've been trapped in, but I took a black bitch to Beverly Hills. Now she white, Michael Jackson. After we fucked, she told her friends, bitches cracking. Made a jail call to your bitch, she said you down. You a bug in the grass, finna get ate by my cow. I'm just living my life on a jet, round. 2 hoes with me, one white, the other one Bobby Brown. Business.
Artists better not be the whole album off a jail call, bro.
Yeah, business is business.
Bryson is the whole shit.
Yeah, I heard all that shit. I had my computer on.
Business is business. Yeah, business is business. Business is business. Business is business. Business is business. Business is business.
You know what I just thought about now? You know why I think that's a subliminal.
That shit was ass. I'm not gonna lie.
I think the business is a subliminal. I think the business is him saying like the reason like I'm promoting Gunna is I don't fuck with what he did, but
he didn't promote Gunna though. When he promote Gunna,
yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting.
I think it's like business is business. Like
if he promoted Gunna, I mean
he a hoe ass nigga, but
I mean he said that he tell who's gonna snitch or not, so clearly he probably already knew that Gunna. It's not about that.
So team snitched on him with 3 people. I mean
his own brothers.
Yeah, and niggas ain't got nothing to say about that.
No, that shit was mid. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was
yeah, this is terrible. I know this is terrible.
Yeah, Drake was like I said, get the fuck away from Lil Yachty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's clear. That gives me too much. You trying to do the auto tune like
how
Drake,
was that?
Drake, get the fuck away.
That wasn't really auto tune though. That was kind of like a distortion on his.
No, that was auto tune, nigga.
D-Fran, before you hit the next song, bro, I swear to you, if this whole album or most of this album's off of jail phone, it is an L.
Like that was the first record, but if the second record don't sound like this,
no, that was mid.
If the second record don't sound like this, if the second record don't sound like this, you a wash, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta get to the. You know what I mean?
Only reason you said it, cause the nigga said it, you sucking the dick in the toes. You get caught, gotta know how it go. Cause she can get triggered for sure.
Hey. I ain't gonna lie, that's what Billboard should have put as record of the year.
Not gonna lie.
Now I'm gonna go back to Thug, but I'm just saying Thug.
You know, it ain't looking too good.
That's tough.
And that's think about that. It ain't looking too good. And that nigga had a Drake record.
He has 2.
I'm saying, like, my point is like that was the first record, and it was Drake. And it was like,
oh. My point is looking more 100% fact now. 21 about to carry them 2 songs.
All right, we'll see. Next song is Just Young Thug. It's called Money on the Dresser.
You got 2 songs with 21 too. Let me mute.
I agree.
Bitch asked me for fame and I said no. This bitch asked me for fame and I said no. I bought a rose gold rolling.
Pause. D-Fran, pause.
20 cars keys.
Hold on, this started.
Is this? It sounds like he on a jail phone, bro.
Nah, he ain't on jail phone, nigga. Let it play. He ain't on
This
jail
don't sound like he recorded some shit.
No, not really.
Can you cut it up?
Put them on that Tesla. Cream, soda, vanilla. Hot box whipper. Fun cut dripper. I'm a swell roller. Superstar like ain't going back to Spinnerella. 2000. On the roof.
This is a jail call, bro.
In the middle. Big talk, I'm a son. I call him a titter. Money coming out.
No.
Way my down the Skittles. Hong Kong, she's a bad little man. Ain't give no fuck, I turned up my poor baby Skittles.
Most niggas excited about this.
What is this, bro?
The shot it. I turn your Maybach to a dick top to what I gets. 2 carry pointers, I got big rocks. On the only big dog.
Feeling this boy.
No rest help me when I serve. Okay.
Okay. This might be less than 30K first week. This might be less than. This might be 20K Kodak numbers right here.
Money calling me and I can't in money on a Tesla. Drive fuck a Tesla. 24 heifers. Put them on a Tesla.
The only good thing about this is
All right. Okay.
He's floating a little bit on the second part. I ain't gonna.
He kind of was, but nah, he lost me. That
bit.
first verse, he lost me.
I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like, because right now my brain, all I'm doing is like, Money on the Dresser, Back to the Moon, this song, Fuck You Mean, this song, right there. Like I'm trying not to compare. I'm trying to just take this album in as it is, as itself.
Hey,
but if I'm gonna do that, it ain't looking good.
Gunna came ready to talk about you niggas was on some dumb shit. What you thought I gonna lose my millions for you niggas?
But my thing
is,
you
you talking about some something. Okay. Hey, nigga, I need you in jail, nigga.
So wait, is this probably like his evolution coming off that album Punk or something? Like,
yeah, Punk was ass too.
This what it feels like. This is like he started recording his next like part 2 of Punk.
I think Punk had a lot of features too. Yeah, like.
But Punk kind of sounded like this type of weird alternative type of sound.
This is just
all right. Let's keep it rolling. This
is not it, brother.
The next song is called Gucci Grocery Bag.
What the fuck is that?
Bro, this is recorded off a prison phone. Y'all like tell me he recorded this off a prison phone, bro.
Hey man, let it rock, man.
I mean, what surprised me?
Gucci grocery bag, Gucci grocery bag. Let's go. Gucci grocery bag.
It's a strip club anthem.
Skeet off when I mess on. I didn't have a choice but to skeet off when I mess on. Yeah, I gotta go.
That nigga said AI thugger.
Gucci grocery bag. Let's go. Gucci grocery bag. Rockin' a Gucci grocery bag. I just get off in a mess. I just get off in a mess on them. Ain't trying to fuck with your daddy. I don't sound like a nasty boy. Let's go. I was in a jack boy. Diamonds all colored like a fat boy. I was in a fashion car. 200 dash with the dash boy. I don't want to clash boy. But even I touched the shack boy. Let's go. I was super X. Niggas down bad. Let's go. Bought the same whip, huh? I'ma get into the crash. Cougar pussy with me. Mohawk, Roscoe Dash. Keep the money at the big ball. Pay my taxes. Let's go. I can go check out. I can go limbo. I can go Cali. Go. Gucci grocery bag.
I ain't gonna lie, fuck with this song. It's a little bob. It ain't nothing serious, but it's a little bob.
This song should have had a feature on it. Not gonna lie.
Have a choice, but to skeet up when I mess on. Yeah, I got a Gucci grocery bag. Gucci grocery bag. Gucci grocery bag. Rockin' a Gucci grocery bag. I just get off in a mess. I just get off in a mess on them. Ain't try to fuck with your daddy. I don't sound like a nasty boy. I D12 all my whips and now they think sweet boy. I'ma change her name to Williams like she Wendy. That's pocket full of white people like Beanies boy. Too much money coming in for me to be empty. Keep the rolling, she rock the same colors of Penny. Keep the G-Shock size AP the big B. Diamond multi-color like a sissy. Can't believe this bottle, y'all are diamonds. I told my shoutin', she's so righteous. Whatever she wants, told her do it like she like it. I ran this money up till I got like it. You niggas serving and begging. My diamonds moving, they need riddling. Say the rose gold, in a penitentiary.
Should not be talking about
Money
Ridley.
and diamonds calling me, I'm a
Salute.
Paralyzing Egyptians, I'm Gucci grocery bag, rocking the Gucci grocery bags. Gucci grocery bag, rocking the Gucci grocery bag. Skeet off when I mess on. I just have a choice, but skeet off when I mess on.
I like that hook though.
Yeah, Gucci grocery bag, Gucci grocery bag, Gucci grocery bag.
Y'all really
I
think
got-
that's fire?
I got two.
I think it is. It's catchy.
I
like
got
ain't
two
gonna
things
say
for you.
I
What do y'all
it
expect
was
from
a
Young
cool little
Thug?
bop though.
I got two things for y'all. One,
What do you expect from Young
this
Thug?
this feels like that meme where it's like your homeboy trying to make it out of the hood and you make this type of music. That's what
Yeah,
it sounds like. And two, not even trying to be funny, Wardo, your music sounds better than this. I'm not even gonna lie to
Oh,
you.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Like Jesus Christ.
I actually like
bro.
it. Why do you not like the song though?
It just sounds redundant. It sounds
It's
like,
catchy.
like-
I can hear it on TikTok.
Sounds like a special ed thing.
What are you expecting from Young Thug though?
Not this.
Y'all niggas ain't got no Gucci grocery bags. That's why you
What?
That's what I'm
acting
saying.
that.
Like,
What?
what?
Gucci grocery bags,
Oh.
nigga. That's why you.
So
niggas
out of
acting
so
like
out of
this.
all all three songs that we just heard, you don't think that's like the best one so far?
None of them.
But even if I say that's the best one, is that saying much?
What are you expecting from Young Thug?
Play hot. I'm expecting hot.
D-Frame, you
I'm
was just
expecting
talking
Bubble
about.
like shit like that. Like that's what I'm expecting.
Isn't this
that
whole
classic
shit
shit.
executive produced?
I'm
by,
expecting
Metro
Ski.
Boomin?
Ski.
Yeah.
So this is a
That was
Metro
fun.
Boomin beat.
He gave worst
So
beats.
Trell, how do you not like this song? It's Metro Boomin beat.
He gave him the worst beats he had.
Nigga, this shit is hard.
He
I
gave
don't know
all
what you're talking about.
21. He gave
Thug,
all
I fuck with it, and I'm an actual artist. I fuck with it. Fuck what they talking
Gucci
about.
grocery
I
bags.
fuck with it.
You niggas crazy. Ain't gonna lie. That whole up bop.
That shit's a bop.
Y'all
Nigga. That's a
niggas
strip
not
club
really
and
good.
hello. Come on,
His
bro.
next song,
Peaches
next
and
song,
X-Plants is a strip
next song
club,
is
man.
called "Cars Bring Me Out" featuring.
It's just the
Future.
beat. That's why. It's just the beat.
Yeah. Woke up in the mansion, sit to your pinstripe couch. Called a car man, he told me meet him at the spot. Dropping off some shit you ain't got. Now I'm out. I done got so rich, I think my cars bring me out. It ain't about no doubt, my cars bring me out. Bentley under the carport, she got rained out. I done got so rich, I think my cars bring me out. I was chilling at the spot on a bedside couch.
Production L on this one.
Don't care about the sun out. Fuck you, little bitch, don't
Who
let
put
my
him to
car
jail
bring me
for? What
out.
y'all expect?
I done got so rich, I think my car bring me out.
I done got so rich, I let a foreign bring me out.
There we
Fuck
go.
her in the car, told her it's a coffee house. I done got so lit, I promise I never
Dick
said
suck.
I don't know the time, I know my watch.
You see, my nigga, it's levels to that. You see how like
He's
Thug
in
was on
the
that bitch?
studio,
You see how-
DeFran.
you see how
The nigga hit him with a
He's in the
sensational-
studio, DeFran. Stop. He's in the
Yeah,
studio.
Future hopped on that hoe and went crazy.
He's
He
in
was doing
a
free things.
studio,
And
nigga.
Thug is in jail, nigga. You got all day, nigga. Come on with better shit.
No,
All
to me-
day?
to me, we don't
All day,
fuck all
nigga.
that. We don't know when this shit. We can use that excuse try to say, "Oh, he recorded." We don't know when he
This
recorded.
is a
beat- this beat
D-Frame.
sucks
This
He
is
anyway.
recorded this shit. We
D-Frame.
don't know that. Y'all don't know
D-Frame.
that.
This
This
beat
is
sucks
not.
anyway.
No,
I know a jail
when
phone
I
call
say
when I
in
hear this
jail-
is jail.
When I say he in jail, I'm like, nigga, you got all day to be writing shit.
I'm with Bryce. This beat sucks anyways. I don't fuck.
Nah, Future made the beat sound good.
Future
Hey,
started
start back
going
on Future
crazy.
shit.
Future
He's
started
in a
going crazy.
studio. What the fuck?
Fuck
Top
Thug
should
out
sound
this
better.
beat.
Made the beat sound amazing.
I done got so rich, I think my car bring me out.
I done got so rich, I let a foreign bring me out. Fuck her in the car and told her at least it cost a house. I done got so lit, I promise I never see a drop. I don't know the time, I know my watch 200,000. Changing up the climate whenever you get through, I'm ballin'. Changing up my bitch, now my whole bitch stopping. I don't go outside without a rifle and a father. Taking up the drip and that murder rate in Georgia.
It'll be
Pussy
that
habits
nigga.
way turn her down to a quarter. Walking with a limp, I got racks all over. Probably in the Royce with the stars in the sky. This ain't about a thought, I let my cars bring me out. Snap the cash up and if I can seal it, won't ride. I can bag her, she want the dick cause I'm toxic. I can spaz out and throw my
Exactly,
bitches in
Sammy.
front. Pressure
Anybody
on
ask
the
nigga to
dick,
drop an album?
everything I can. Homicide, make sure you stick to the
No one
strip.
has done it.
One of a kind, falling asleep on pill. Top of the line, art, got a splash to the crib. Freestyle off the top of the night, you make me an M.
Woke up in the mansion, sit to your pinstripe couch. Called a car man, he told me meet him at the spot. Dropping off some shit you ain't got. Now I'm out. I done got so rich, I think my cars bring me out. It ain't about no that.
My cars bring me out. Bentley under the carport, she got rained out. I done got so rich, I
Why
think
does
my
his
cars
voice
bring
sound
me
so
out.
deep?
Benz at the Benz, I'm on my Maybach shit. My op got this one, so I done gave it to my bitch. Got a Birkin on my motherfucking wrist. Think I'm lying, you can dive in this bitch just like a fish. If it still got the eyes, it's a perfect dish. Give it to my kid, I'm about to eat this whole wig. Gave her 9 racks like a motherfucking sig. If you made some meals in the pandemic, then you big. Take the Porsche away, yeah. Filling up a safe, yeah. Got the Bugatti, yeah. Fuck a pool party, yeah. Pouring weed in her pussy like I'm Ball Molly, yeah. All my dogs got it, we don't do no barking. Nigga put me out, so I bought the shop. I put my cars in this bitch, now it's a parking spot. We had more oil in the city, back when it was a drop. They thought I got rid of it, I had bring the Wraithie out.
Living legitimate, swerving in the fire car. She the print, love the go yard. It ain't about a thought, I let this money be seducing. I turned 200 on a dance to a move. I done got service for 2 bitches in a coupe. I'm paranoid, 100 rounds on me too.
Stop it.
Ain't no cap in my rap, I got proof. Took me a nap and had on 3 million jewels.
Woke up in the mansion. Still in your
Dragon.
That's it for that song.
Twitter gassing this album already, bro.
Yeah, that song was ass too.
They talking about the Drake.
I think that was the best one.
No, Twitter's gassing that Drake song right now.
For real?
Is it the first one or the second one though?
The first one.
Because most of Twitter likes when Drake sings.
Was it really?
They talking about this album of the year already, bro. No,
They're
stop.
gassing, bro. Let them
Yeah,
gas.
they're gassing.
They're not gonna talk about
Oh
this shit.
my.
All right. The next record is With the Racks featuring 21 Savage, Travis Scott, and Yak Gotti.
Yeah, Gotti.
I'm in this bitch, yeah, I'm back. I hit the club on the hub, he can come with the racks.
This shit ass.
You snatching my chain up, bitch, you ain't get the shit back. Hey, I pull up and finger her cat. Woo. I'm a big dog, get the stove, get the blow in them racks. Just rack. I'm in a golf cart, rockin' spider like that. Nigga Richie fuck, I don't know where he was at. Ran the dog train and I didn't have a track. I say what I mean, and I don't take it back with the waterfall on my wrist and my neck. I ain't going soft, not a pimp in distress. I'm a sex symbol, bitch. You love me to death since November. I've been buying the stuff, I don't do no ring, and I've been keeping it tough. She got 4 fillers, left the coupe in the truck. Shot a tripping, I ain't do nothing to her. All I did was turn up more women. She know I'm Jordan and scattered pimping. Every album got no skipping. Shot it bad, ain't had no chick. Suburban, her toe pretty. You a nerd, I hold the city.
What is she saying, bro?
Are you just not listening?
Yeah, listen harder, bro. Use some ears.
I'm listening. I'm hearing it. It sounds terrible.
It might be a zillion. Kanye let me borrow a billion. Mediterranean by a billion. I'm surrounded by cocktails and beautiful women that kick it with. Yeah. I'm in this bitch, yeah, I'm back. I hit the club on the hub, he can come with the racks.
I ain't gonna like you running this song.
Go around the town with a sack. You snatching my chain up, bitch, you ain't get the shit back. Hey, I pull up and finger her cat. Woo. I'm a big dog, get the stove, get the blow in them racks. Just ran. I'm in a golf cart, rockin' spider like that. Nigga Richie fuck, I don't know where he was at. Ran the dog train and I didn't have a track. I took a shopping in Soho. I leased the nigga this show ho. Snatching my chain is a no-no. Get your ass shot from the logo. I put her up in the chokehold. They snitching and broke. Popos. Give me a quickie, she go-go. Cause I'm in a rush. JoJo.
Tro, this your man. What you think?
Buy a coin, buy another one. Way too many, got my brother one. Send a blitz, we huddling. When it smoke, they stuttering. Switch on the Glock, strike a pose. I'm a cameraman, it's shuttering. Nosy niggas, we butting in. Bend it over, let me see some. Young FL Studio, front to back, I'm trying to beat some.
Now you anti-gassing.
My hard drive, get your ass whooped.
You didn't like that? That's crazy.
He anti-gassing now. He just want to be contrarian. Just
No,
be contrarian.
I'm so.
Here we go.
Y'all know how much I love 21, bro. This ain't it.
From the block, they the Babs. I got 2 twins in the back of the truck. Ass felt like 15s in the back of the truck. I took 2 twos, put it right in the cup.
This Travis Scott?
Start jumping, and you know that it's hit.
Production is terrible on this album, bro.
That's why I said it was ass.
This can't be a Metro Women project, bro.
That's right.
I can feel my hands on my feet.
That makes it weird.
Is this Travis or Yak Gotti?
That's Travis.
Oh.
That makes his ass.
I hit the club on the hub, he can come with the racks.
It's so hard for the production.
Go around the town with a sack.
Yeah.
You snatching my chain up, bitch, you ain't get the shit back. Hey, I pull up and finger her cat. Woo.
It's like a
I'm a
freestyle
big dog,
type
get the
beat.
All right, that's with the racks. Oh,
That's like a freestyle type beat.
That probably my favorite.
This could have been a
I
great
don't know what
song if it was
Travis talking
outside of prison, bro. But it's like
Yeah.
mixing is terrible. you could tell it's a jail call because his ad libs. He's saying his ad libs at the same time he's rapping.
Yeah,
it's like the ad libs aren't separate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hear him rap, say the ad lib.
It still sounds decent though. For
I think it could have had potential if it was like him outside. If he did this like maybe before or later.
You can definitely tell this ain't like hey, let me put the real finishing touches to make this a real album. It's like, hey, we're gonna put some shit together.
How long do you think he was working on this shit?
I don't know.
Probably a little minute for sure. Because it ain't like it. Like I like the one song. That shit has some bars to it. I feel like he probably put a little time into it, but he ain't got too much resources. That's really what it seemed like.
But my thing is, bro, what I'm not understanding, bro, is like you had all this time to be writing. You can't write
a year and a half.
Yeah, like what are you saying? I'm gonna kiss her feet and something like I'm like, what?
Nah, he was going hard on that song. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he was kind of snapping.
The flow might have been cool, but what he was saying,
he was saying some shit in there. I ain't gonna lie.
You expect Young Thug to be a super lyricist, bro? Like,
you had a year to write something. You should do something better than like you feel me?
Well, talk about Case and Open Rico. What you want to talk about?
You ain't got to talk something better than this, bro. Talking about something you seen happen in prison. Something, bro. Like
I agree. I do agree with that.
When anyone should be talking is Gunna. Because that
Gunna came out and started spitting bars. He was the clearest we ever heard him. Like you could tell Gunna was writing for them. However long he was in, the 7 months he was in jail, you could tell Gunna was writing. Like nah,
yeah, this work. Clearly he had more, clearly.
But Thug not that type of rapper.
Yeah, he's not that type of rapper. Anyway.
I understand that, but I'm saying you got a whole 7 months to a year to think about something.
But the thing
you got access to dictionaries, you got access to book. Like read something, bro.
Like I don't think that song was him only taking 7 months and it wasn't good. I think that's just a lack of production. Like that song was good. Even the Travis Scott verse was good. 21 Savage verse is good. It's just the production not gonna make it what it needs to be a hit. That's what I really think the problem with that is.
What they doing is what you can tell is you can tell he's on the jail phone. What they're doing, they're trying to make it sound like the features on jail phones too to make it sound cohesive, but it sounds terrible when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like the quality, like instead of them, like I know Travis Scott recorded this in the studio, but they did something behind the scenes to make it sound like a jail call. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, the track in itself just, I mean,
it had potential. Don't get me wrong. It's just
so like 2 songs so far.
All right, next song is called Uncle M. It's just Young Thug.
2 out of 5 for me.
Disappoint me, Wardo.
What the Travis?
You dig? On the bill up, same way I own the mill up, on the smell up. Cook the he tried to sell us. You can pick up couple grand and a fill up. Peel the top back. We don't need no fucking pill up. Uncle murder, you can still get turned up. And Suburbans came in 6 levels up. I'm a flush, yellow Sunday school bus on the island.
Nah, that mix is.
This whole ass right here.
That mix is crazy.
Ain't no way Metro Boomin produced this, bro. Ain't no way.
Started off good though.
We been clashing. Shit is why we always absent. Understanding. Phantom Rolls Royce backwards. They respect us. Honeycomb, AP Bezel. I'm just mad cause the cameras.
Academics is right. Academics is right. I'm gonna say it now.
They don't know when it's time to blast for us. She coming fast up there. I don't know when it's time to care for her. Smoking the vegetable. I just been chopping and cooking the vegetables. On the bill, same way I on the mill.
All right, that's the hook again.
Not gonna lie, Metro was the GOAT because the way he carrying right now.
Academics.
That was right, even the beat was insane.
No, I like
Academics.
That beat's hard.
Academics is right. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Drake should be on like certain beats that are more like up tempo. Don't put Drake on a slow beat with Young Thug, bro. Put him on an up tempo beat, please. Because that, come on, bro. Should have put him on a Gucci grocery bag. You could have put him on this shit. With the
He would have ate Gucci grocery bag. He would have ate Gucci.
You don't put him in Parade on Cleveland. And
y'all the fuck with Gucci grocery bag and Drake was on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
And Drake
y'all
was
like this a hit.
Y'all
was like this a hit. If Drake would have been in that,
I mean, if not if you did we did on the first record. Not if you did that shit. If you start rapping, yeah, maybe. But not if you're doing the shit in the first.
Yeah, you can't start off on no slow shit. Come on, bro. Come on.
So that was a 6th song, right? It's like I keep going back. I'm trying not to compare it to Gunna shit, but it's just too hard. Like Gunna's 6th song was like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb? Bentley spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the foreign, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge. Young girl don't want that, they working my nerves. I'm about to pull some serve. Fucking this bitch like a perm. Smack on the back of a perm. Ice, the bird.
All right,
I got a hot take.
No, that's hard. That song was hard.
I got a hot take, bro. I'm looking at Young Thug's category, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, most of Young Thug hits are Gunna features.
Stop.
I'm thinking Young Thug might need Gunna, bro.
Stop.
I'm looking at hot Gunna. I'm looking at okay Gunna Out West. I think Gunna was on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, some of his recent shit, but
isn't Hot Young Thug song
for a minute.
Pushing P, Chanel go. Bro, this ain't it.
No, whatever.
Continue. It's okay. Let's see if Travis Scott can say it.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. With Young Thug and Travis Scott.
Abracadabra.
Oh my God, how this shit just started just be horrible.
Every motherfucking season I get better.
Hold on, has a nigga ever started a song just going like into the song?
Not a real
I just press play. Hold on, I gotta see. Maybe Young M like rolls into it. Maybe Young M rolls into it. Hold on.
Abracadabra. Diamonds blinking, you can't see me like a Casper. Take these bitches to 4 seasons and we wrestle. Every motherfucking season I get better. Need a ladder cause my money in the nosebleed. All this gold on me looking like a trophy. You from Albany, you don't know me. Your bitch riding my dick like she owed me. First bitch I ever hit was for a rollie. I put his nights on my kids like a goalie. She seen the drip and let me hit it like Ginobili. And I've been licking around the city since a shorty.
Ad-libs is terrible.
Bro, you're here to re-get it.
Bro, these ad-libs is not it.
Mistress, tell me who my mistress is. Who the fuck is the creator of this dripping shit? Got all these bitches on my dick and yeah, they milking shit. Niggas ain't double down, cause we dripping shit. Just a diamond in the rough. I got a bag, I'm not gonna tussle. Got sick and tired of showing my muscle. I'm about to take these niggas home. I'm making sure they missing. Wishing I was lifting. She shut up and catch a children. I got implants, not no feelings. Gucci, Louis, shoes, and Fendi.
My bad. I definitely stand on my 21 Savage watching Young Thug statement from earlier.
The fuck is Travis?
You can't see me like I'm Casper. Take these bitches to 4 seasons and we wrestle. Every motherfucking season I get better.
I don't need a 5-minute Young Thug song.
My money in the nosebleed. All this gold on me looking like a trophy. You from Albany, you don't know me.
This album could be used as a torture method. I ain't gonna lie to you.
First bitch I ever hit was for a rolling.
She said, "Where's Travis?"
Nights on my kids like a goalie. She seen the drip and let me hit it like Ginobili. And I've been looking around the city since a shorty.
It dropped today.
34 minutes ago.
Young Thug's verse is so long and his hook is too fucking long.
Abracadabra. Where the rock disappear in my
This is Young Thug, so like he's still going?
To the crib down from NASA. She pull up, drink up my red, think she drank like. This messy kid, make it faster. When I draw the body, I can crash up. When we left the room was a disaster. She like a body plastic, her walls plastered. Come like money, cover all in the proceeds. Gotta put protect this AP, this shit costs
Twitter gotta stop, bro.
in a second, man, it's how to turn up. Can't split this 50-50.
This is not good.
These gotta be trolls on Twitter, bro.
Travis, like, I got my own album to make shit for.
Cause I got my own album coming out. Nigga. Let me just give you some shit.
I
Here
gotta
you
fuck
go.
with Bad Bunny. Fuck this nigga thug. Fuck out of here.
All right, we're going back to the chorus. See, it's like
my one.
It's like if you're gonna have these amazing features, this shit's gonna be so underwhelming.
Hey, D-Fran. All right, so allegedly there's been a leaked phone call between Young Thug and Lil Baby, talking about Gunna's album or Gunna.
Where you see that at?
It's going crazy on Twitter. I seen it like 30 minutes ago, but what they're saying is an alleged phone call between Young Thug and Lil Baby speaking on Gunna has surfaced, saying if you're thinking about responding to the little blank Buddy put out. Oh.
All right, I'm ready. Yo, A-Wham, if you thinking about responding, if Buddy put out, I want you to respond on my album. I'm planning this. I'm gonna drop this spontaneous album on the same day he drop his album. I'm gonna name that shit.
His sister claiming this for AI.
Dang on there.
Is that AI, bro?
Yeah, his sister trying. Nah, that's him. That sound like him. But his sister
AI
trying to claim
sound like
it's
That don't sound.
It can, but this sound like Thug. It sound like
That's
like,
not like
No, it
goofy-
does. It does sound like
That
that.
sound
But
like
it's
some
clear.
goofy shit to ask somebody too.
Yeah, that's nah.
because what it sound like the way he talk, like his everything about that.
That
sound
is-
like Thug.
yeah, that is
like
how he
like
sound.
look, tell little buddy like that sound like something Thug would say.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But the
I would
point
like
of
to know.
AI is to get words you said and recreate them in a sentence.
Yeah.
Listen, this sound like I think this was Thug, especially
Nigga,
You might never know,
They created an entire Joe Rogan interview, like 2 hour of
Yeah,
AI.
that was.
And then
like sound just like Joe Rogan and the guest. Like you could do that.
that's cool. But the reason I'm thinking this is not AI because this will explain why this album is coming out. Like
Well,
this explains.
he says he's
like,
gonna drop it the same day. According to that recording, he says he's gonna
But
drop
yeah-
it the same day.
but yeah, I
Thank
think
God
they're
he
getting
didn't do
pushed
that
back.
because it would have been fucking
You
worse.
think it got
for
pushed
him.
And the
back?
AI could have been made like anytime recently.
This
Yeah.
explains why, but this will explain why the album's so trash. He tried to make it within a week.
But then you got to also be like,
I
how they
doubt
get
it.
this phone call
And get all those features?
Who leaked this phone call?
But you got phone calls leak all the time, bro. You got to think about all jail calls are recorded, so it's easy for somebody to leak this. It's not like
You think it's real?
all those features and shit. He ain't do that in just a week.
That
bro.
shit is not real, bro.
it sounds like he did it in a week. It ain't that hard to
Yeah,
call
that's
up
crazy.
because yeah, I think the features he got on this album, he could easily call up, yo, hey Travis, I need a feature. Hey, yo, I need it real quick. 'Cause a lot of these features not hitting like that. Besides that Future feature,
They're
so if we're
not.
gonna be honest, like these sounds like something they did real quick, couple minutes. Here you go.
Well,
then-
Lil Baby not even on the damn album. So
Then
shit,
also,
man.
what this explains
Yeah,
the thing with
Baby's
Drake.
not even on it. So why
Is he?
No,
Unless he was
Baby's
supposed
not
to
on
be
his
on it.
album.
that doesn't make
This
sense.
is-
Yeah,
Maybe he was supposed
Hey,
to be
we're
on
not
the
about to
album.
get stuck on
that's
this.
AI, bro.
phone-
Nigga,
this
All right,
phone
next
call.
record. Next record is called Went
Hey,
Through
I
It.
want to say the one
Oh.
thing about that last song. That was one of probably the best produced songs, but didn't have nothing else. Like
Listen,
It
actually
feel lazy. It just feels like
I like that Gucci grocery bag still. I
Ain't
gonna
no-
lie.
I don't know why y'all pumping that shit.
Hey,
Ain't no
that's
way.
my fault.
Listen, bro. Ain't no way Metro.
How do
Boomin
you not
stamped
like that
this.
shit?
Ain't no way he did this. No way Metro did this. He couldn't have did this.
He
Bro.
probably put his
Metro-
name on it.
Executive
Yeah, he
producer.
probably put. Yeah, he probably did that. Somebody else produced this, bro.
No,
Ain't
he
no
definitely
way.
did. He definitely
He
did.
looked
This-
over it.
These don't even sound like Metro beats.
Let me look at the credits.
Credits can lie, my guy.
Shut up.
This produced by Dr. Luke, so you know it's gonna be some poppy type live.
I haven't heard that name in so long.
When I was just hustling, bro, didn't nobody see me do it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh, man, I still went through it. Now I ran my millions up. Niggas wonder how he do it. When I ran my millions up, man, nobody see me do it. Last album deal up. Labels trying to see me do it. Shawty put them EMs up. Niggas thought he really blew it. Now I keep her ass on my chest, baby. I saved the world in a dress, baby. Paranoid them demons want my flesh, baby. Fell in love with sipping the tech, baby. I just wanna hustle the best, baby. Keep the money cause I don't dress, baby. Run up on it, told you I'm a bust, baby. Trying to keep it going when I'm net, baby.
Yo, this might be less than 30K first week, bro.
Tried to play me,
That's
your
for
face
sure.
look surprised. I told you they when I was gonna find
Like I said, there's less than 120K.
Flop.
I can see 15.
We know you freaked out little bitch. You can't come us.
No, I can see 15.
15K?
Ever since then, I don't love again.
Easy.
Just looking bad.
Try to tell me I
No
was
hits.
him.
2 Drake songs?
My stuff confidence
No
was
hits.
real.
2 Drake
I
songs?
hit the Drake song.
That's at least 50K right there.
They got chains on and iPhoned up. You blows on and they prissy diamond cut up. He ready to get it on, don't wanna talk about love. They play 750, so they hate that up. Couple niggas with me said they face that up. They going head first, no time to ask what's up. That's the definition of you love me, you trust me, and fuck with me. The time come, you crying and you go. Now I keep her ass on my chest, baby. Hey, I saved the world in a dress, baby. Yeah. Paranoid, them demons want my flesh, baby. Yeah. Fell in love with sipping the tech, baby. I just wanna hustle the best, baby. I just keep the money close.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
Are these people smoking dope on Twitter, bro?
So
Like, they
the
really
leaked
saying this
audio, according to academics, is him talking to Dirk. He said I want to get you and Wham on a record. So he wanted Thug, Baby, and Dirk. So he was telling Dirk, if you want to respond to the bread and butter shit, do it on my album with me, you, and Baby. So let's say this, then we can move on from this because let's say it's real. Maybe he just puts it on a deluxe album. Maybe that's what he does. But regardless, so far this shit's trash.
If Thug's gonna do that, that's corny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
So far this shit's trash.
Can't deluxe something if niggas ain't buy the original.
They don't even want the
And
original.
naming this business is even more corny too.
Yeah. So it's even more worse when you're like, you got to get the entire industry to go. You got 2 Drake features, 2 Travis features, 2 21. It's like Gunna did all that by himself. He created all that motion by himself.
And that's what I wanted to say
That's
about
nuts.
the Gunna situation in itself. Like, man, people was talking all that shit about I ain't fucking with Gunna, all that crazy shit. He dropped some decent music. He shifted the tide, bro. All you will say for the most part, everybody was fucking with Thug up until this probably moment, bro. Dropping some L music right now, bro. I think it could completely shift the tide to Gunna favor, bro.
I don't know.
Like, even with all that
like they loving it right now.
I think that's shit they're gonna,
Twitter,
especially when you compare it to Gunna shit. Like, they may like it, but
They're saying
they're
this
not
now,
gonna
but
say
they're not
Gunna
going to
shit.
say this next month.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
They're
bro,
not.
you like, all right, listen, what Gunna did, he got out of prison. He rapped about his struggles of what he went through in prison, the snitch allegation, everything. It was real. Why is I can't believe Thug talking about he woke up in a new car and all this. But you're in prison, bro. Your cars are
The
gone.
difference
To be
is
fair,
Millions
what can he really talk about while he's going through an open?
Yeah.
Rap about something. He don't got
He's the main nigga too. Like he can't really.
Yeah,
like
rap
he could
about
rap
the
about his
conditions in
pain.
jail.
He could rap about
rap about what you
he
see.
could rap
Rap about
about
you seen.
the sorrow. He could rap about a lot of shit.
You seen somebody get
outside of-
stabbed in
I
jail.
agree
Rap
with
about
Trill on
that.
this one, ain't gonna lie.
You feel me? Like,
But
rap about your family going through it. Your cause, your family
basically-
he
crime.
clearly
So
not
he-
that type of rapper though.
Yeah.
Gunna snitch, so he has a
Jesus,
lot
bro.
more to say than Young Thug. So clearly,
Like
But
I said
even
again, I
then,
told
getting all that caught up. Like you got something to say. We ain't heard nothing about it. Like this, if you listen to this album, you think the nigga was free outside of the production.
and then not even that. He still can talk about Gunna and like his people snitching on him in an indirect way without saying their name. He can be like, oh yeah, people turn their back on me, whatever. He can do like Gunna did. It was indirect.
y'all not gonna like my album predictions for this shit.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 fucking songs left. The next song is called "Oh You Went" and it's featuring the boy.
6 songs.
Let's see if this one,
Metro.
First tag.
Hey, you went flying Bentley spur. Hey, you went driving around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey,
Drake
you
on
went
this?
nail pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce
He
car.
gonna kill it.
Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you want wall with all my hoes.
Put
Oh, you want
21
to
on
line
this
it
though, too.
all up. Hey, I'm gonna play it how it is. Hey, I'm gonna play it fucking years. Hey, you trying to steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you want to spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still Uncle Phil. Yeah. Oh, you went top off. Oh, you went Flintstones. Oh, you took a little roll it off. Oh, you went big stones.
Does that not sound like Drake?
Oh, you went ringtones. Oh, you went train on that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, you went ding dong.
Drake
Oh,
is
you
the
went
Ghost Rider of the year.
Oh, you went wings in. Oh, you went hands on. Oh, you went seeing it. Oh, you ain't demon. You not the demon, man. Oh, you had Kane, man. Now they was scream, man. Hey, you went flying Billy Spur. Hey, you went dry around the world. Hey, you went brown.
This sound like some Drake shit in 2015.
Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you want wall with all my hoes. Oh, you want to line it all
So
up.
Metro.
Hey, I'm gonna play it how it is. Hey, I've been playing for some years. Hey, you trying to steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you want to spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still Uncle Phil. Yo, look.
Sis guy, he a visionary. I'm the definition like the dictionary. Baby, turn around, forget the missionary. If they pull up on me with some bad intentions, you go read about it in obituary. I got more soldiers in the military. I got more stones in the cemetery. I have more strings than y'all in February. It's getting hard to put a price on a show. Can't even pick an amount now. If a nigga really try to jam me, get jammed first like the countdown. I thank God for that flight straight from the 9 side going southbound. They say that life's about balance, baby, and the balance is in my account now. Okay, she got a Perkin and Burke. I got her twerking in Turks. She probably let both of us hit. The way that she smirking in dirt. She getting cake on the picture she take. I say, girl, if it worked, it didn't work. Fuck a wedding dress. I'm trying to murk it.
Hey, you went flying Billy Spur. Hey, you went dry around the world. Hey, you went brown like
He dropped off that last at the end of that verse.
pearls.
I ain't gonna lie. The fact that he mentioned Dirk, I feel like Dirk was probably supposed to be on that song. That's just me speculating.
I feel like that. I feel like 21 should have been on.
Well, I'm not saying who
Meanwhile,
should have been. I'm not saying who should have been on there. I'm just saying I feel
21
like
would've
he
killed
might
that
have been
shit.
on there, and he got took off probably.
21.
Yeah, song so far.
That was good.
It's all right. It's all right. It's cool.
That was good.
Production still
You got two
terrible.
Drake songs and one of them got a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So the next one is "Want Me Dead" featuring 21.
Nigga, like you
Watch 21 carry.
Pause real quick.
expect me, nigga. I'm coming.
We were in a time where a Drake feature would always get the download. Are we still in that time?
No, we've been out of that.
We'll always get the download.
Yeah, it was a time where if it was a Drake feature, it was like I gotta put that in. Is that? Are we still there? With
Well, what was the last feature that you didn't?
It's.
download?
I gotta hear it. But I just don't know if it's gonna be something that's like like it's even the new shit he dropped with that. I don't know who the fuck the dude is, but I listened to it. But
Jay Huss.
it's not something going back to. Yeah, Jay, whatever. Yeah, I'm not going back to it.
I found myself skipping Drake a little more than I normally do on some shit that used to be like heavily invested in every feature down there.
It's probably
But-
because y'all don't really fuck with the UK shit.
No, I mean,
'Cause
I
what UK
ain't
record
even
that
talking
Drake-
about the UK stuff.
What UK record that Drake's got on have you all fuck with? None.
I'm saying,
Bryce Riley hasn't even heard the J House record. He probably
yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about more just like just some of these recent features. It's just like you love them because Drake on there, but like I don't know, it just ain't having
But
them
like which
same
ones
like.
though? Like
This one,
I fuck with this one.
the last one we listened
You
to.
don't fuck with this one?
It's cool, but it's
Not-
it's not a
Not
like,
a keeper in the.
It's not the Drake sting.
Yeah,
it's not the Drake
it
sting
ain't like a
anymore.
Drake. I gotta listen to this forever type shit. Like this ain't that.
Drake used to save a record with a feature. Not no more.
Like a lie.
Yeah, he saved that record. He can't do that no more.
No, he
I
can.
downloaded-
Just has to have the right beat.
Yeah, oh, he definitely can.
No. All right, he can unless it's only person he seems to spit fire with is if it's 21. That's the only time I see
think
Drake bring
Drake's
his
shooting
time.
a video with Yeet, so if that song comes out, I'm pretty sure he's gonna save. Pretty sure he's
um,
gonna save Yeet. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
All right,
So
next
he-
record, "Want Me Dead."
Yeah,
Thomas
go ahead and
Stamp.
skip that.
whoa,
Yeah, y'all think it's
Whoa,
Yeet.
different. Hold on. Your man in the trap.
Yeah,
You got your man in the trap. So Yeet is trouble. So Yeet ain't doing that good, right?
what?
You just said Drake's about to save Yeet, so Yeet ain't doing as good.
Well, that's an
Playing
actual
Yeet.
Drake stimmy. Yeah,
Nah,
I would have to.
I don't think
Good
so,
to know.
man.
Yeet's still good though.
Conscious. These far shoes, fuck my bunions. With a mid on the bands on Sunday. And I ain't going to Magic Monday. Put that dick in the air like crunches. I came from show sing low in the dungeon. Yo, I'm tired of making it rain. I must rather go buy me a plane. I had to call him to stop at the sink. Whole lot of tried to go down the drain. First 100,000 I went made a strain. I was rhyming high Gucci in the red Musain. That was back in 09 before the fame came. I had a chick for the rap check came. I put big ass on this shit out of Spain. I don't fall from it to check Houdini. Bitch, you cheated, don't speak when you see me. I'm in the turbo S, no GP. I'm getting head first, I'm at CC. My nigga ain't even trying his sweetie. That bitch turn me off, no kizzies. I told my ex don't call on busy. I
just
just
say
told my
sweetie?
new one she gotta trust me. She love all my friends cause they love me. Everything you do, everything you say, you
All right,
stuck
we can
with
skip
me.
this.
You love me. Yeah. I
This whole
told my
album's a
brother
skip, bro.
take this watch because
I would say
I'm
the whole album.
vulnerable. I let
The
her
whole
get
album's a
away with
skip.
I would say
murder
the whole
when I
album.
fall in love. I told her
About
man
2 or
he up
3.
the chip shit
Yeah,
cause
like
they
2 or
know
3.
it's us. I told my niggas fuck them niggas cause it's fuck us. They want me dead. They want me dead. If I had one wish, I'd bring my niggas back from the dead. I'm sipping codeine. This ain't no red, no. I'm up but came from the struggle, ducking red dog.
I keep that fire on me everywhere. 21. This one nigga talk on the internet, but when we turn on his block, he ain't never there. 21. All them little boys be trying to act gangster, that's why when they die, I don't never care. 21. We in the middle of summer, but niggas be stepping this shit feel like February. Yellow diamonds, they canary. Pussy came from the bottom and I made it to the other
Hey
side.
man,
Nah, I
Charles,
ain't
you
use
can't
no
be
fairs.
coming in here with that name, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
On them niggas funny Jim Carrey, straight up. Stones in my ear, they VVS certified, bitch. I can hear you.
Sean
clearly.
Charles.
Big 4L, we ain't beefing about hoes, nigga. Don't bring that shit near me. 21. Leave your phone when you stuck. I dropped the bag, your secret is kept.
Can't remember. I thought you was a
Got too much money, I hired a chef. Get me
almost
mad
service.
enough, I do it myself. Y'all niggas pussy.
Is this
it's all
nigga
in
talking
your
to
breath.
21 Savage rapping?
That shit bad for your health. Way stand.
Hush it, Bryce. Man.
So my
shit
brother
forgettable,
take
bro.
this watch because I'm vulnerable.
It's a wasted.
That's-
I guess that's what I wanted to say about the Jake verse. It's just a wasted verse because it's like
And 21 shouldn't be on there. Yeah.
it's
Not
a
on that
wasted
beat.
verse.
Not on
That
that
was
beat.
a.
All right, so what I'm trying.
Young Thug did
Definitely
so
that Drake
bad
record that we just played, he should have been on
before
that. for sure.
21 got on there. It's unredeemable.
Yeah.
All right, 2 things. What happened to his old music? Why did he drop his old music? He had to have something better in the tuck than this. And 2, his team is a bunch of dumbasses.
He's
You
a
would think so.
mafia lord. He wasn't making music, nigga. He was in them
Listen,
streets.
read what his team put underneath the album description. The YSL General speaks from behind bars.
Exactly.
That shit is always
Isn't he
stupid,
trying
nigga. That shit is always dumb.
Is he trying to get away from being the leader of
Long live
YSL?
Yeah, like
Thug.
that is
Like,
dumb.
The
That
general is
dumb.
crazy.
Why is
That's
so
dumb.
general?
Not
Nigga,
even
general.
CEO. Like the general.
That's the
is
whole reason why
crazy.
you in jail right now. Your
general.
team, like what?
Crazy. Not gonna lie. That's insane. That is insane.
And then that lets you
I
know that
think
he
like this could be like a nail in the car, like because like this shit's not better than Gunna shit. Like it don't. I feel like it don't matter how many times you listen to this shit.
I can't even vouch for
If
it.
Young
man.
Thug goes to jail forever, it's like this is what we gonna remember you by. Like this is it. Like this is your
Yeah.
your coup de grace, your fucking send off the fucking
And-
prison.
my boy, listen.
That's not gonna be his
When
last
they let him
project.
out
It probably it's only gonna go downhill from here if
Yeah,
he's gonna be in
and-
jail for the rest of the time.
If you were gonna release
Listen.
something, you were gonna have to release some good shit, bro. Because like D friend said, now it's like, why would we take anything else after this series? It's like, what is he gonna have better quality than when he longer in jail? Like it
with
just,
Gunna, it's like Gunna, you got your back against the wall. You got like he had to come out and put out some good shit. He had to.
Not gonna lie.
And even I look at all this, I look at when niggas picking sides, I look at everybody like that. It's like obviously Dirk dropped before Gunna, so he didn't really have a chance to see what's going on. And I would say that I think I like Gunna's project better than Dirk's. It's like
fuck you, mean
all these niggas picking sides.
You like
I
Dirk
said
shit
when I
better
saw
than this?
when I saw Baby diss Gunna, or
Gunna,
they
baby.
take a please Jeffrey up something like y'all better make sure y'all dropping better shit than Gunna. Y'all better make sure if you gonna hop like you get like 21. I ain't hear 21 say shit, so I'm not really he fuck with the. But if you diss Gunna, just make sure your shit sound better than his shit when you drop. That's all I gotta say.
You like
Just
you like
make sure
Dirk
your
shit?
shit sound better.
Listen, D-Frank, you think this album being this bad? You think going forward, people might say, all right, you know what, Thug is kind of dead in the water. Let's go sneak over here.
You know how the industry
Like,
is. They fake
You
it.
talking about art, not artists. Artists not gonna do that. They're gonna stay. They're gonna stick with that.
You'll be
no,
surprised.
I don't think so.
You'll
I
be
think
surprised.
If his career's over, if this is like the nail in the
I'm
coffin
talking
that y'all
about. I'm not talking
about,
about artists that we don't talk about. I'm talking about niggas like Dirk, Baby. I'm talking about like Future. Like they're not. I'm talking about those.
Well, that's because they already kind of beefing with Gunna to a
like
little
niggas
bit.
who like I can't speak for niggas who ain't said shit about it. I don't know.
Future
I
already
don't know
got a
what they're
stitch in his camp. But see, that's the thing about Future already got a stitch in his camp. Baby got a stitch in his camp. So why are we like Dirk got stitches in his camp?
What I would say is I don't expect his next album not to have no damn features. That's what I say. Like I don't expect to be little Baby and them on there, but I expect him to have some more features than he did because that last that whatever forever whatever he had, like that hoe had plenty of features.
If Lil
and plenty
Baby
of
drop,
hits.
that shit better be 10 times.
And he had
better.
hits on this album, but
Yeah, no, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? The fact he got all these features and industry behind him, and Gunna did it with no features and did it better.
No feature.
That's the punikin. Gunna had no features, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
Thug had the whole industry.
and
still
Gunna
was a
dropped a
pretty good
single that
album.
was fire. Like Bread and Butter shit.
Yeah, Bread and Butter was fire.
You could probably
What was
argue
that
that's the
song I
best.
sent in the chat? I mean, in the
Back
group?
to the Moon.
That whole hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That
It's
whole
not looking
hard.
good, man. Can't even vouch for Young Thug right now. Can't.
So next one is Hellcat Kenny featuring
Oh Lord,
Kendrick
that
Lamar.
sounds horrible.
No,
Oh,
feature.
I was
I'm gonna rock.
Featuring Lil Uzi Vert.
Come on, man.
Yo.
Niggas said Kendrick.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I like this beat.
This sound like something you rap on.
Of course.
Yeah, Kenny, I'ma fuck your bitch.
Huh?
Child, I can get your mama rich.
Huh?
Problem getting in your sister's kid.
Huh?
Problem getting in your children lit.
What?
Yeah, Kenny, this a fucking jet.
What did Batista do back in the day?
Just give it everything back.
What?
You can ask my homies and my goddamn hoes. All this
What Lil Uzi?
fucking money off my shows.
Uzi about to
We
carry.
can skip Thug and go straight to Uzi. We can
That
skip
was,
Thug.
I'm able to skip Young Thug. Like I just want to hear what the feature gonna say.
Y'all some haters.
Fuck the homie, claim it. Keep that on the porch. I just spent $500,000.
This nigga just moan on the track. Fuck.
I just bought a ring, cost the Super Bowl. I just bought some lean, worth
This is
the
definitely
Super
not Metro.
Bowl. I just flood the cream, man, no sweet and salt. I'm a big player. You got far spill. I came in your bed. I drank only red. Yeah, killer head. She killing shit.
This is a playlist. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I'm just telling you what the broad said. Yeah, I'm whipping the piano, came on that bitch, and that's all that he said.
The friend, I saw that tweet.
I'm fucking that bitch in the layer. I didn't even know she was a player.
L tweet.
Oh, that's your shrimp. He dressed in that armor. Huh. Oh, that's your bitch. I need you warm to hit. I'm jumping the fence. I came with it. Ain't that wrong with a man or a zombie? Never gonna play.
Bro, where the fuck is Uzi at?
Yeah, come in the crack, and she was bad, and she was snatched. Never gon' cap, fuck her dispatch.
Pull up a Mac, think you better than me, then you smoke crack. I got the racks, if I go broke, then she never come back. None of these niggas, they spitting the facts. Fucking that bitch, do it right from the back. Most of my niggas, they loyal. I ain't even gotta look turning my back. Some of these niggas out here, they be racks. I walk around with 3 million in my bag. I put the birds in the back of a track. Cat on my car, but this shit not a jag. My bitch, she's so free.
Oh no.
Yeah. She begging me just to come piece of her crack. I looked at her crazy, I never did that.
What?
Oh, this is the carry job of hell.
We pray to the bank because money, religion, we don't hold no grudges. Cause
I'm not even bored. What?
Floating,
Just
bro.
tell him about this new Uzi album coming.
Act like he ain't floating.
Nah, that was the carry job of hell. I'm not gonna lie.
He was floating.
Yeah,
He
Uzi
came in and gave a little feature, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But he like, here you go. Little,
I might play that in the whip, you know, cruising late night. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But is it like? Nah, not really.
Uzi came on and vibed for a good 8 bars.
Give that whole song to Uzi, nigga. Put that shit on Pink Tape, nigga. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That's insane.
Hold on, let me see.
That's a playlist though. I put that in the playlist.
Just baby, paranoid them demons want my flesh, man.
Yeah, Academics just talking. That nigga said Young Thug. Nigga said Young Thug went through as hard as a mug. That's not.
That shit is not hard, nigga. I saw that.
They love a sip in your house. I feed the block, I make them hustle.
All right. Next song is called. So next 2 songs are only Young Thug. So, all right, let's see what we got. Next song is called Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah. Metro thuggin'. Long overdue. Okay.
Metro Thuggin', long overdue.
No doubt.
He's still doing the gang shit. Nigga said no bet.
What'd he do?
Slat.
Insane.
He learned his lesson, bro.
I'm kidding about that superstar shit.
What do you mean by that? You don't care about that superstar shit?
Maserati, mad shot. Throw some 10 on, get some real, drink some Mad Dog. Richer than I ever been, I don't want no cost. I told my bitch if she don't win, then I'ma drop off. I knock her friend at the bar, but they top golf. I'm loving the pop off. I put a sweat on the head. The seats are hot sauce. Spread a few racks and they mad. Yeah, I'm a top dog. Got 2 Maybachs, the one with the lid and the one with the top off. Now if you look up on my wrist, you'll see a bunch of racks. Got big baguettes on my neck and I got my hoochie back. Like Donald Trump on my account, I got my billions up. First thing I did was make sure that my whole family up. Spotted a helicopter and I swerve up on the block. This is a limo, it just can't go up to any shop. I'm never stopping and I keep a big OEM tuck. I showed her daughter Miami that she got her titties and her tummy tuck. Oh, drink till we go up. Whoa, let go up on these drugs. Whoa, baby girl, I don't know her. She let me fuck her. I got money, I just wanna fuck her. Caramel skin, I make her suck. Drink her 4 6 every time I pour. Suck a nigga dick and you can get a purr. Maserati, smash off. Go some 10 on get some real, drink some mad dogs. Richer than I ever been.
Ice JJ fish balls.
I told my bitch if she don't win.
Whoa, watch him out. Watch him out.
I knock her friend at the
Ice
bar,
JJ
but they
fish
top
balls.
off.
I thought you said Jay Chris. Never mind.
Pop off. I put
No,
this weight on the
Ice
head.
JJ
Oh,
fish.
Seats and hot sauce. Spread a few racks and they mad. Yeah, I'm a top dog. Got 2 Maybachs, the one with the lid and the one with the top off. Woo. Tell me what you see when you just see a nigga like me. Tell me what you see when you
This
just
wasn't
see
a Metro Boomin Future shit,
Tell me
right?
what you thinking when you think a nigga like me.
Not
Tell me
sure.
how you.
I like that shit for promo. Now I'm looking at it.
I'm not.
I don't know what to think.
I'm not gonna.
Like seeing niggas post that leak phone call like an hour before the album came out. That felt like some additional like promo type shit.
Well, that promo was not working, brother.
To get people like, oh shit, they did like.
That promo
And then you
was
see
not
that niggas ain't on the album. It'd be different if they was on the
Shoulda
album.
did
They
it.
ain't even on the album.
Did it the gun away. Drop the single, drop the Drake
I'm not gonna lie.
single, and then drop the album. The OU went, drop that as a single, and then drop it.
I ain't gonna lie, that one sounded like it started off sounding good, but after a while, I just felt like
Yeah, I said the same
redundant.
thing.
Repetitive.
Like, all right.
It's giving throwaway.
Hey, Sean, Chris, I'm gonna lie to you. This album, they can keep me on the.
Sean,
This was probably his worst album.
Sean Chris, what the fuck are you looking at?
Sean
You
Charles.
say you don't smoke?
He said Sean Charles.
I'm high and been drinking, nigga. You tripping.
Whatever his name is, bro, they can keep Thug after this album.
Is
bro.
this
This gonna be
is this
music
Young
now,
Thug's
keep
worst
it.
album?
I couldn't tell you, but
Yeah,
probably
it's
so.
Because I think Beautiful Thunder
He
Girl
could have kept this.
All I know is
But like I
Barter
said,
6.
Academics.
I think that's his worst album, Barter
I
6.
said all I know is Barter 6.
Oh, okay.
And this shit was,
Academics was right, bro.
Beautiful.
He should have just dropped some free Thug merch, and he would have did
Beautiful
better
Thunder
with free
Girls
Thug
might
merch
be
than this
worse
album.
because Slime Language wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah, he shouldn't have rushed this.
Yeah,
Especially
it's-
just to try to shit on Gunna.
Yeah. Let's just
not
get
looking
through these
good,
last
man.
3 songs. Let's get through it. So next one's Jonesboro, and it's just Young Thug.
We know what's gonna happen these last 2 songs.
Metro in this bitch going crazy. Coming out of Jones, Borough South. Hey, nigga having goals all through his mouth. Lifetime goals, running through the roof, pulling out the ghost. Make a nigga poof. Niggas talking shit, but what is it they do? I knew it's big homie, nigga, and I got the proof. My spider's on army base, and I got the proof. Say my bitch on vacay, put her in the coop. Change the channel, I wanna see that of these pussy niggas. I been fucking niggas, bitches, and getting plenty figures. On the road to riches and got the realest with us. Saw that gang with me, nigga, knives, not a scissors. Street nigga with a bunch of.
Is 21 on this?
Y'all niggas
By
just a
itself.
bunch of dice, fucking niggas. Nigga told, and he was my homie, I can't miss him. Ain't nobody feel him. Tell me what you seen, what you saw. How they ran it up, guessing which broad. I'ma take on home tonight. I'm trying to see I'm taking home tonight. I seen it John getting shot at the light. They got the arguing over a new crack pipe. I caught the seamstress, my pants ain't tight enough. None of my bitches tell me I'm not man enough. What the fuck wrong
Please
with these
kill.
broke ass niggas? Yeah, I told them tie it down. I'ma thank you pocket watching, don't look at my pants now. My diamonds louder than no fucking on my lens now. That's the bitch from the sideline, stand down. Running
It's
through the
cool,
crowd,
but it's boring at this point.
knocking all the
I see why Gunna snitched.
In a real world, in an alternate universe, I'd probably put Drake and J. Cole on that. But
I see why Gunna snitched. I would have snitched too. If I knew he had this in the tuck,
yeah,
I would
that
have snitched
song
too.
by itself. I mean, Metro. Shout out to
I
Metro.
am more confident in my statement about Lil Baby and 21 Savage than I ever was earlier today.
Don't let this album no.
No,
We're not doing that.
It's not just this
It
album.
ain't just
It's
this
not
album.
just
It's a culmination of shit. Like
No.
Young Thug probably got like
No.
like besides Barter 6, like So Much Fun is probably the only other one, but like that nigga's like
That's two right there.
But I don't
Didn't
think
you
those are better. I don't think those are better than.
Didn't you say there was
but-
another classic album too?
No, I just said I don't even think those are classic. I think those are good albums.
I don't think Thug
those
got
are
a
classic
classic
albums.
We
I
just
think
talked
they're good.
about it earlier.
No, you talked about it. I said they were good albums. I said it was classics.
I mentioned So Much Fun. You didn't even
What's
mention
the
So Much Fun.
argument?
You
They
said
just-
Barter
I
6
just
and
feel like
another
they have
album.
better albums. I feel like they made better music.
This nigga just lied. That's crazy.
I didn't lie. I said it was classic.
I don't think he has a classic album.
All I think
We
about
literally
Young
talked
Thug
about
is
it in the
keeping on
chat.
a lot of features.
You said it was classic. I said it was good.
No, I mentioned So Much Fun, right? But you mentioned Barter 6 and another album being a classic. That's what you said in the chat. And I said he has
I don't
three: So Much Fun, Barter 6, and that third one that you mentioned. I forgot which one it was. Though.
Oh, Rich Gang Lifestyle. That one.
Yeah. So
But
to
I
me,
still think
Rich Homie.
solo. I still think.
if
21
it's solo,
Savage
then
better.
yeah, like okay.
He's not a
Lil
solo
Baby.
artist though.
That's
what
still
I'm
two.
gonna say.
Lil Baby has one. So
That's what I'm about to say about Young Thug. He's not really a solo artist. Like when you try to compare his catalog to like a 21 and Lil Durk, or a Lil Baby, he don't have a lot of features that he was on.
That
That
ain't
was
that's
kind of
my
big
point.
hits.
That ain't they fault, nigga. We just like the Young Thug is painted as this so influential. He's this
He is,
fucking.
bro.
But
We're not
when you
doing
talk about all those
that
different
bullshit.
features,
we're not doing that, bro.
he been on a lot of different hits, bro. He been on a lot of hits throughout the years, bro.
He's never carried those hits though.
That's a different argument.
That's a totally
But
different.
like, if
argument.
you just because you want hits, I'm not gonna make you like raise
but
you.
that's
and
not
elevate you.
his
we're not
style.
disrespecting Thug, bro. We're not doing that.
That's not his
You
style.
put me on 25 hits. But I don't mean
We're
I'm
not
good
doing
on the
that.
record on those records.
Nah, he was
I
good
don't
on them
even
songs,
see. I
bro.
don't
He
even
was
see.
good
I don't
on
even
them
see how me
songs.
saying 21 Savage is better than Young Thug is disrespectful. Like I don't even say
Yeah,
it's
it
disrespectful.
is. It is, bro.
It's not. Pull up 21's catalog.
I'm just
bro.
going off
21
of
got a
like
crazy
the
catalog.
All of his
consistency. If you
highest
used to do a
charting songs are
versus,
with pop artists. Like
if you used to do a versus, it'd be a long night for them. Like
For who?
21.
Who?
It'd be a long night for him.
It'll
versus
be
Young
a
Thug.
long
Pull
night.
up, D-Fran, please pull up his catalog. Y'all tripping. Please pull up.
I'm
21's catalog.
I'm not talking
Is
about
this
me
just the
personally.
disrespect Young
I'm just
Thug
talking about from all the
stream?
different hits
Fuck.
that Young Thug been on, bro.
That
That's
shit
all
corny,
I'm
bro.
saying.
Y'all corny as hell.
Nah, bro.
If I do a verse with a nigga and 95% of the songs you play as a feature, I'm not considering that a W. Especially if you're not
That's
a
you
dominant. If you're not a
personally.
dominant part of them features, I'm not doing that.
Well, you
That's
can't
your
tell
personal-
Bryce that because he's Mr. Feature. So
But-
come on.
That's why nigga lose.
And most of the
That's
songs that
that's
he
how
would
y'all
play, I
judge
would
shit
vote
though.
for.
That's how y'all judge it though. But certain artists or certain people, like that's what their catalog
So
is.
it's only
So they
catering
go-
more to my point. If you only thrive in features, nigga, I'm not gonna put you
No,
over a nigga
my-
that can do it on their own.
And that's my thing. Like, if we was to go live, and let's just say like there was a live, hundreds of thousands, 500,000 people watching the Instagram live versus Young Thug versus 21 Savage. That's what I'm talking about. The like people it's gonna be a little bit of people that's real hip hop fans. It's gonna be some people that just like club hits and just no hits. And I feel like Young Thug have a good chance in that.
If
Like,
it just hits, then yeah.
now,
it's Thug.
us personally, yeah, like obviously we're gonna have our criteria and what we think really should count and how much we weigh shit, but that's not versus.
That shit
That's not
wouldn't be
versus,
hard.
and I know that for a fact. That's not how versus is
It's not.
measured.
Yeah.
And he do got a lot of shit where you could kind of consider his own solo
From
shit too. Then he got the features.
Like, what are you saying, bro?
I'm just saying it's not a wash. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Like,
not a
it'll
wash.
It'll
It's
be a long
not.
night. Like
It's gonna
it's
be
not
a
gonna
long
be an easy night. That's what I mean by saying it's gonna be.
I'm looking at this
All
shit
I
right
said
now.
was,
Like,
I think I could argue that 21 Savage is better than Young Thug.
no, you'd be wrong, sir.
That's a fact.
21, like as far as
That's a
over
fact.
me personally,
Overall.
just
I agree.
21 Savage is better than Young Thug.
I agree. But like career rise and legacy, Young Thug, he got
That's no debate. Yeah.
he got something.
It's not I don't know why you say
But nah,
no
that's
debate.
that's just
It's no
because
debate.
people hate on 21, bro. That's just because
No,
It's
Young
not
Thug
hate
young,
on 21. It's
bro.
just levels,
Young
nigga.
Thug been-
Like the fuck?
Young Thug
How was
been
that
No,
hate?
it's
I love
It is hate on
21, bro.
21,
But
bro.
it's levels, bro.
I've seen people, bro. I've had arguments at my work with
Oh my
so many people about
God,
just
bro.
hating 21.
It's
Bro,
not
and people
hate.
hate him for no
I
reason.
don't
Who hates 21? Who
Yeah,
hates
It's,
21?
trust me, it's a
Besides
lot of people
old
out there
heads,
that hate
who
21.
hates 21? Honestly.
It's not like
No,
the
this
Drake
be like-
hate back in the day.
Like, how was
It's
that
not
hate
like
for being
that.
real, bro?
Cause these people will never give 21 his credit, his flowers, bro.
He young.
He deserved,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie to you. 21 is young, and a lot of his
He's
hits,
still young, bro.
30 something, bro.
and he's still
Bro, Young Thug's
He's
been
what, 10 years?
since 2012, bro. 2011, you could argue 2011. Since 2011,
that's when
now.
21. That's when how long Young Thug? 21 been out.
When Hookah
2011.
dropped in 2011, like
So-
nigga, what are we saying right now?
So when I say young, I mean to the mainstream. His hits and shit like that. Like he got the ones with J. Cole and shit like that, but he's still an up and coming artist, and he ain't got this just solidified run to the mainstream. Like the hits that y'all played, like I like a lot of his shit, and I'm not saying he got like 5 to some niggas look at me crazy. I think he got like 5 by 7 hits.
Yo, you know his. I know I can tell you on his catalog. Just when you talk, I can.
You
I
saying
know
that
you know
this dude got mega hits like that?
bro? Savage Mode alone has probably that many.
That's a big hit.
So Much Fun alone has a like. What the,
But
what the
my
fuck are we
thing-
saying, bro?
21 is
saying?
newer
what
compared
are
to
we
Young
saying
Thug.
right
Young Thug been around since I was in high school, damn near.
I
That's
was
all
a
I'm
freshman,
saying.
nigga, since I was in 8th grade, nigga. Like what?
And versus 21 is like he dropping hits, and he been dropping hits
And
since
I love
like
21. I make it seem like I'm
17,
hating. It's just being real,
2018.
bro. It's just being real.
But I think 21 still got a lot of room to go. Like
He still does.
me personally,
He could eventually surpass Young Thug. Absolutely. I'm not saying he can't eventually. He definitely
He's
could.
already past him.
He's not. No.
Yes, he is. He's like Zoom. He's like
I just can't make
skirting
no.
by.
I just can't agree with that. I'm sorry. Like if that's
Is this your job
if
to
that's
say
you, then
crazy stuff?
nigga, then what? why
Like
are you doing
he's
this, bro?
past. Like he's
Tro,
past.
what is your
him.
purpose then? If
I can't hear you.
We can't
What
hear you.
happened? All that bullshit. He's
Man, play
He's
the-
not saying some
Close the mic
bullshit.
out.
play the album, bro. Play
The
the
mic
album.
just cut out. That's crazy. What do we let this shit
Play
go?
the
he-
goddamn album.
Thug
nigga.
went. I mean, not Thug.
We're not
21
comparing
went,
20.
I am greater than I was. Savage Mode 2.
21 would never
Unlocked.
drop no
That
trash
nigga
like
went
this.
back
That's what I'm
to
gonna say.
back to back. Stop it.
When y'all feel like playing the album, let me know, bro.
Stop.
21 would never drop no trash like this.
Yeah, this my buddy. Bye-bye. Metro. That's my buddy. Drinking on the muddy. Pass it all off to the dogs, let them cutty. Make sure you let her experience her nutty. Put the dick all in other ribs and a gutty. Drinking Kid Cudi, acting all slutty. In front company, trade my hoodie. Dogs all goody. Done one pippin' bitches, black tees, hoodies. Do rag business, looking all boogie, but saving all your cookies. Act to the right, red for the rookies, ass on the right, and on the left. Bunch of wealthy rich guys, like ourselves, yeah. Yeah, like ourselves, yeah. And you was supposed to call me back, but I'm glad you didn't, cause I
Does this got a
busy.
feature?
I just got a call when my brothers got whacked.
You got a
It was
feature?
trying to rise, leave the sticks in the masses. You know if I pass, you won't get a call back, and I will hit you back. You never could have imagined. Round of applause, you think you win in the battle. Mama say she look in my eyes, and see a casket. Daddy said he look in my eyes, he see a bastard. I look in his eyes, and I see a future pastor. Funny niggas trying to be cool, you're an actor. No, I don't wanna lose, or I Casper. I was rocking Jimmy Choo's on my first tour. I still was thinking like a fool on my first tour. Now I'm on my worst tour. That's my buddy. Drinking on the muddy. Pass it all off
That's
to
not
the
it.
dogs, let them cutty. Make sure you let her experience her nutty. Put the dick
Let her
all
get
in
her
other
nutty.
ribs and a gutty. Drinking Kid
Nutty
Cudi.
buddy.
This nigga better than
acting all
21.
slutty. In front company. Trade my hoodie.
21 would never
Dogs all
do this.
goody. Done one pippin' bitches, black tees, hoodies. Do rag business.
Bitch, step up, let's begin. I got $1 million on the coast. 1,000 bet, 1,000 shoot it all on bent on CeeLo. Cash pride, let her cash it in and left her with a note. Never beat. Niggas ain't never ever. Palm Angel, we the vibes, we like to swap by. Drop top, we push a peach, she got her cock eye.
Why did we pick this album to listen live? Ah.
Ain't no switch size on with the guys. Till I
Oh,
pass
ass.
out.
And they say they feeling us, but reality ain't big as us. Fuck her every night, I know for sure she catch up many nuts. Cali dish her sitting boxes through that like it pizza. Put it on, they eat it up. Blood it down my pieces up. Try to type, you smell me in the wind. I been feeling like a DJ when I tell him spin 60. Ran up all these millions, so I went call on that beat. Don't let my fucking brother know my rolling out my twin key. That's my buddy. Drinking on the muddy. Pass it all off to the dogs. Let them cutty. Make
He could have kept this.
For sure.
Like he should have just stayed in jail. If he would, I'm assuming maybe he thinks he's not getting out, so he's going to drop music or something. But if he thinks he's going to beat this, just
because that's a good
stay
point.
quiet.
That's a good point. Because say he gets out of jail, his out of jail
hype is
album,
gone.
I'm not going to be excited for that.
No, he should have just stayed quiet for another year.
But this is the last song. This is the last song. It's called Global Access featuring Nate Roos.
You up, drag your name down through the mud.
This guy sounds
good. Afraid of all that you'll become. Cause that's life here in America. So they will try and keep your mouth shut.
Oh, Lord, he going with the
Take
defeat.
We
defeated.
Nigga went to the last song.
They trying to impress me.
Change the world. It's just life here in America.
Oh, this nigga is
Oh
strange.
Lord, yeah, you can skip this one.
There's really no way they can catch him.
Wait, what? Hey, is this the same? What?
Real niggas, yeah, they keep it passive. Global
Ain't no way this is the same song, bro.
Yeah, mama, I don't make
This nigga's a horrible rapper.
Super speed on
I take everything I say back.
Yeah, I was caught up on something, but now I'm back. Yeah,
Who thought this was a good
Who looks to Young Thug for rap?
And my nigga watch him drive by, better ride by. We get killed for a side eye. Told them every respect or else a killer to be all that. But not mine, we eat small fries. Yeah, see why
is he rapping so fast?
Shit in my jeans, I'm just like Nadada. She don't smoke.
Trying to give you that inspiration.
Chop off skirt. I've been in the pins with the frog guys. You got chest alongs, I can bring smoke guys. You a vegetable, and that's all you do is smoke guys. She want me to get her ass to wear whole guys. She got hips so that's hard to grip both sides. She trying to turn up on that dick and let's get both fly. I know I'm a real dope killer, but she's so shy. She got her hand in my jeans doing no jive. And I told her we'll be at the crib in like 4-5. There's really no way they can catch him. He fuck on, you gon' need a couple jet lifts. Keep it real with niggas, yeah, they keep it passive. Global access, off a motherfucking ad lib. Yeah, mama, I don't made it no more that pill. Super speed on the E-way, the Benz a cat, yeah. I was caught up on something, but now I'm back, yeah. I just almost had threw away like 11 years. I don't think it's hard to love me. I'm trying to embrace your lifestyle, baby. I'm trying to upgrade your watch and car keys. On flaws, on light flaws in my lifestyle. There's really no way they can catch him. He fuck on, you gon' need a couple jet lifts. Keep it real with niggas, yeah, they keep it passive. Global access, off a motherfucking ad lib. Yeah, mama, I don't made it no more that pill. Super speed on the E-way, the Benz a cat, yeah. I was caught up on something, but now I'm back, yeah. I just almost had threw away like 11 years.
Why you make it sound he about to get out of jail?
That nigga finally just said, he finally mentioned something on the last song, on the last bar.
He can't talk about the case.
Hey, what
That's
you
the
do?
first time he mentioned it, though.
Hell my shit.
This, all right, hold on. This has to be the worst album I've ever heard in my life, bro. This has to be. Who greenlit this? Ain't no way Young Thugs had that. Listen to this.
So what are we grading this album out of 10?
It's up
off
there
a
in
first
one
listen.
Zero.
Our first listen, yeah.
Zero. Negative. Don't put this
If
out.
I only like
Who
2 of the
greenlit
records
this?
out of the 15, like just our first reaction.
You only like 2?
I only like the Drake one. No, okay, I like okay. If I like the features more than the actual artist, because like does that like I'm trying to figure out how to grade that.
Do it as a 0.5. So putting half a point for Future.
Well, I've added basically half the song on my shit. So
I give it a 2, goddamn. I ain't doing all that math.
probably
I'm not even.
You've added you've added 7 out of these, so about 7 of these songs. You
so
like.
Parade on Cleveland, Gucci Grocery Bag, With the Racks, Uncle M, OU Wentz, probably the best song, Hellcat, Kenny, and Jonesboro. That's 7.
This is the moment we should just cut word about the live.
Those are songs that I would actually play again, but everything else is like,
Jesus.
NJ said I rate
Shout out
this
to
a
NJ.
negative 2,000.
like the bad songs are bad. So that kind of like, yeah, I did add 7 songs, but it's like the bad songs are
do we
bad.
take anything away from the quality being bad because of production and him being in jail?
Yes, I do.
Metro,
I would.
Metro should have never stamped his name on this.
Yeah,
album.
he's wrapping up the joke.
This is going to look bad for Metro going in the future, bro.
It's not.
It will, bro. This is a
Boy, nobody gonna remember this shit.
Nobody's gonna remember this.
Yeah, no.
Nah, when they type in Metro Boomin, and that's
You know,
what most
bro,
This ain't gonna pop up.
Have you ever heard of
attached to it?
Have you ever heard of Hibachi for Lunch?
His name's not attached to this
That's a
shit.
2 Chainz mixtape. That whole hard as fuck. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. It's plenty of DJ produced.
Yeah, when you
shit.
type in Metro Boomin on Spotify, the first thing come up is Spider-Man, Heroes and Villains, and Savage Mode 2. Nigga, his name, he's good. He'll be okay.
For what it was, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, what?
That's crazy.
You talking about? Boy, you must be smoking some crazy dope.
For me, a 6 out of 10 is Cardi B last album.
I think by the end of the year,
The
I'm
only album.
definitely playing Gucci Grocery Bag, and I'm definitely playing Oh You Went. Everything else is kind of iffy.
No,
those
A
two for
6
sure.
out of 10 is like KOD.
That was like, think about, if you say you only gonna play 2,
I get KOD a 9 out of 10. I like KOD.
Bro, listen, Wardu, I'm convinced you didn't take a shower. You just went and
You're a
smoked some
21
shrooms.
Savage fan. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You're a 21 Savage.
Him.
So how? So again, how is this not the best song?
I like the Drake song better.
Well, yeah. Actually, I would say the Drake.
And I like Future, how he hopped on the Cars Bring Me Out song better.
That didn't do anything for me. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the 21 verse.
The Uzi shit. I think
I like
Uzi
21.
carried
I
it.
like 21 on the.
Oh, what was the one? What was the one with he rapped on it and then he had like a dude that Travis Scott was on it?
The Abracadabra shit?
Not when it was just Travis Scott on it. It was somebody else on it too.
The one with 21 and Yeah Gotti.
With the racks.
Yeah, that hoe was hard.
That was hard.
Racks.
Yes, I added that too. Yeah. So out of the 7, I probably play like maybe 3.
So I say 3 of them. I say because with the racks, the 21 Savage, Travis shit. Okay, so about 3 of them.
Out of 15, so that's not good.
Yeah, I'm about 3 out of 4, but ain't none of them getting downloaded. I'll tell you that now.
Bro, you can't even listen to this in your car, bro. The quality.
Well, I'm
is
just
so
making a
bad.
playlist, like a end of the year playlist. So I just add whatever I like, and then at the end of the year, I kind of like delete them. So these will
all these getting deleted.
Maybe all of them, besides maybe 2 or 3. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably say it's 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10.
Because I had to add because would you grade Dirk's album like?
6.5.
Yo, Dirk album was a 6 out of 10. Dirk album was a 6 out of 10.
5. Gunna shit was about a 7.
Yeah, I'll say 6 out of 10 for Dirk shit.
Gunna shit like
So
a
how's-
6.5, 7.
Pause. Hold on. How is Dirk a 6 out of 10 for you? But this is a 6 out of 10.
No, I said this is 4. This is 4.
Even a 4 is disrespectful to Dirk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like,
I don't hate Thug. This is just terrible.
Yo, you hate him. It's fine.
This should never
Or
been
that's a
released.
lazy argument. This is a trash album. You
Oh,
just
well,
gave
is
it
this
4.
supposed to be
There's
a
no
strong
hating
argument?
Thug. This is a
Oh,
trash
do I like
album.
it or do I not like it? What's the argument?
No, but
Bro,
you just saying that he
you
hates
don't care when
Thug,
I
like,
explain
diminish-
shit, so why do I have
You're
to,
trying to
like-
diminish, like you see, you're moving into other shit. You're trying to say
Yeah,
he just
I'm
hates
not.
Thug, that's why it's trash. But you just gave it a 4, so you're obviously saying that's trash as well.
No, because
So
I have a
you
high.
hate Young
Because
Thug.
I actually. Because
You
I
hate Young
actually.
Thug.
Can I talk?
You give it a 4. That's not good.
Well, yeah, because I actually listen to Thug, and I have a higher expectation for Thug, so I
It's just
rate it off
trash.
that.
That's cool. You like the music, nigga. That's fine.
That
It's
shit was
trash. That's cute.
I never
It's
said I
trash.
like the album, so I don't know like where is the dick suck.
But
Like,
you
I
don't
just
like
said it was
it.
a
He
4 out of
said
10.
my point is because you said you don't like it. He said he don't like it. You said he don't like it because he don't like Thug. But you say
Yeah,
it's a
he
bad
does.
album. So if you can say it's a bad album, why
Yeah.
can't he say it's a bad
I
album?
listen to
That's my
Thug,
point.
and I like Thug, so yeah, I'm gonna be
What
harder
does that
on.
So I don't listen
I'm
to
gonna be
Thug.
harder
So
on
I don't-
Thug.
bad.
Pause. The
So
fuck?
I don't listen to Young
No, that's
Thug.
crazy.
If
That's
I
stupid.
like an artist, I'm gonna be tougher on him when he puts out mid.
So why you
shit.
give him a 4?
If Drake put out mid shit, I'm gonna grade
So
it.
why you ain't give him
tougher.
a 2?
Huh?
Yeah.
So why you ain't give
hard
him
on
a
him. You should
2?
have gave him a 0.
I don't think it was that bad though.
He
If I
said he like
added-
6
Well,
songs.
clearly, if I added
That's
7
almost
songs,
half.
it's terrible. It's obviously not that bad to me. If I added
That's
7
almost.
songs.
Oh, you like 7? That's
It's
almost
bad
half.
by his standard, but if I only added 7 songs and I'm saying I'm only going to play 2 or 3 at the end of the year,
Let's ask that question.
then
Then.
clearly
bad.
that means I
If-
don't
if-
really like the album like that.
These days,
And I changed my rating from 6 to a 4, so clearly I don't like the album.
these days, if an album have 5 or half the songs are good songs that you'll fuck with, is that a good album or
It
is that a
depends-
trash album?
it
That's the
depends how
question.
many songs
Is it
are
a
on the
trash album if half of it's good?
If I've added half, that's just now. That's all first.
Because I know some albums that I always remember the title just because I know it's like 3 or 4 standout songs, and then there's some other ones I'm like, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I added them just because I like how it
I don't
sounds
know.
at first listen.
This Young Thug not in this conversation, but
This is
I just want to
first
know.
listen.
Young Thug is not in this. This album is not in this conversation. I just outside of this album, is that like how do y'all feel on that?
With what?
if half an album is kind of just mid or not good, but the other half of it is good, is it an ass album? Like, or is
I mean,
it?
how many albums? When was the last
It's just
classic
mid.
album?
What are you talking about? Classic?
Because I would
It's just
assume a
mid.
classic album would be like virtually no skips, right? So how frequently does that happen?
Not really.
No, not classic. It
Classic
could just be like
Or just okay, very
like,
good, very good album.
No, it don't have to be no skips.
No. Nah, bro. This is
So what's the percent? Does it have to be like
mid
80% of the album you like? Or
No.
what is the percentage here?
Y'all overthinking this, bro. Y'all overthinking this.
I was asking a question.
I guess.
If it's 25%, it's terrible. 50%, half the songs is mid. 75, it's a good project.
So my next part of that
More?
question, can somebody half of an album kind of carry? Is that possible, or is it like you for a person to drop an album, you look for it to be at least 70% complete? Like, or do we judge it like a test, or do we judge it like, man, they had like some good ass hits on that
I
album?
mean, that's
so
how I judge it.
You kind
I
of
don't know.
carry.
Like for me, 6 out of 10 is a D. So it's not good, but it's not
But
terrible.
if them 6 was hits, so like, you know what I mean? Like,
It depends on how big them 6 is. Like if them like crazy, but they're just like they good, and that'd be crazy 6.
What would y'all grade Gunna shit then? Out of 10.
like a 6.5.
I give
Y'all saying this is way better. I'm like,
no, it's way better. Yeah, it's 8.5.
like,
way better.
does that make sense? Like, shouldn't it be
Yeah,
higher?
2 and a 6.5.
Shouldn't it be higher then? Like,
Yeah, 2 and a 6.5 is different.
I said 4.
Okay, what do you grade? Okay, then what do you grade Gunna's album?
I would say it's a 7.5. It's almost an 8. And it's mostly because of that bread and butter shit. If that wasn't on there, I'd probably give it a 6.5 or 7.
Warder, you're banned for talking about music, bro.
You're a 21 fan
Please stop.
again. Like I don't care.
That's not a good comeback. You gotta stop doing.
I don't.
that,
It's what I'm saying. I don't know why you
care.
I don't know
I
why
don't
you
You
doing
doing
that
that shit? You be doing that shit with
I don't
Future.
care.
I'm like, I don't get
That's
it.
like
bro.
you're a Future fan. Like Future's not one of the Mount Rushmore niggas of this 2020.
Nigga, somebody
Like,
just-
this doesn't make no sense.
Nigga, somebody
You
just
could
said
argue
Future
that.
better than Tupac.
You could argue that, friend.
I see why you get washed in your spaces. I see.
I've
why.
only done one space though, so
They come in and just
what does
drag
that
you.
mean?
I see
I've
why.
only done one space, and it was on Red Pill shit. So if it's music, I'd watch you anyway.
Don't talk about the.
This
space.
album's
It
like
triggers- it triggers him.
this album's a 4 out of 10. Honestly, yeah, it's not anything special.
I'm mad we listened to this on stream.
But yeah, Thug would definitely beat what's it called?
I'd rather listen to Coil Ray than this, bro.
Oh, speaking of Coil Ray, she just dropped the album.
Hey, let's listen to that. That's what we should
Like
listen
Bryce
to.
said, that's my
Nigga,
shit.
I'm going to sleep. Fuck out of here. You didn't say Coil Ray.
I guarantee
Bro,
you should
this
watch
is-
this album.
You think it's gonna sound better,
Ray.
Bryce?
Oh, mine's. I'm gonna listen to that hoe. She deserve a second. She deserve a listen after her last album.
Paid off.
Ooh, she got the soul samples. Come on now.
Already.
She got a song with Gibbs.
Yeah, smoking on this gas got me thinking about it. Yeah, bitches need the answers, they know I'm the problem. Yeah, walking break necks, they gon' need a doctor. I'm a young paper chaser, yeah, that's what they call me. Bitches biting like they Dracula, running up the check, got that stamina. Bulletproof truck and it's matted up. How about that foreign tooth, dog never challenge it. Oh, they never challenge us. Oh, they never challenge us. Oh, they never challenge us.
Bitch, girl, but it's gone too far.
Yeah, she got the samples
I
too.
use it, break it, fix it. Love with this pussy, I'm falling in love with the way that he spin. Hope you got an appetite, eat it like some apple pie. And if you do it right, then I might let you.
Bryce, this your shit?
Feel it, zip and zip it, fuck it, feel it.
This your
zip
shit,
and
Bryce?
zip it, respect
I gotta hear how it starts.
This is a banger, right? It's a banger, Bryce. Ain't it?
You know what I need is
Better than Young Thug. I can tell you
me and you
that.
alone, can nobody stop us?
Okay.
Can we take it back?
This your
girl,
shit.
right now?
Okay.
Tory Lanez.
Come on, dude.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit low key do sound better than Thug shit though. Low
Come
key.
on, dude.
I mean,
Come
Coy's not
on,
in
dude.
jail.
That's
So
just shit.
I would hope it sounds better.
I'm on my way.
You know,
Nigga, she got a song with Nigga, she got a song with James Brown on this motherfucker.
Nigga, it's the sample.
She got James Brown on this
It's the
motherfucker.
sample,
Come on.
nigga. It's the sample.
Thug ain't got James Brown.
Sample.
She got James Brown.
Sample, nigga. Sample, nigga.
She got James Brown on her shit.
I'm not the you.
The whole album has.
I'm just a new version of you. Do
I
you?
ain't gonna like question might be better than Thug's. I gotta listen to it.
It better be.
That's
Better be.
watched by the whole industry.
I was saying you got the biggest artists on your shit. And it's a
Who else
2.
dropped? Which is Koi?
Killer Mike.
Oh, Young Boy dropped again. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be trash too.
No, he didn't. I'm just gonna. He dropped a single though.
Yeah, I don't listen to 2 songs off Killer Mike album. The first song was good.
That's all I got to too. Something else came up though. That's why I ain't finished it.
It wasn't
I
bad.
literally got to the first 2 songs. That's hilarious.
NJ said, "Bro, I don't even like Koi, and that was better than Thug album."
Same.
Damn, Thug.
Koi had some
That's
good hits
tragic.
on her last shit.
That's tragic, man. It's just, yeah, I stand on the 21 Savage Young Thug thing. I don't give a fuck how long nigga been in the game.
I know you're scared to do the verses, but again, I'll keep saying it. Thug would beat the 21 guy in the verses. I know you're not going to do it, but just putting it out there. And pretty comfortably.
21.
Hey, we gotta get on. We gotta buy some TikTok followers, so we can do our verses on TikTok.
TikTok followers.
Because then you can go live, and then you can have people come on and they vote live on the thing. Like they can just press the button and shit like that. It's more interactive, and people kind of TikTok live is kind of like people are more inclined to like scroll up on your shit and kind of stay a little more, especially when you're doing like verses with music, and you can do the music without getting copyright and shit like that right now. So it's lit.
Did not know that. I don't be on TikTok with that.
Carrie been trying to put me on, but we gotta get 1,000 subscribers, I think, to do that. But you can pay for them, I think. And it's not too expensive.
Never.
Brand paying for followers now.
You gotta grind it out.
It's crazy.
I think
No, I don't know.
I'm at 700 right now.
I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying, it's if it's just to get past the paywall, who cares? It's all about grinding the system.
Yeah, Young Thug is trash.
What do we what's the projection for first week on this? Realistic projection.
This is gonna
Less
die.
than
Whatever
35.
Besides Trail, because Trail's gonna say
whatever
NBC.
it gets
Besides Trail.
projected out, like say academics go like, oh, it's projected to do 90. Cut that down by like 30,000. So like if he comes out,
Do you honestly
90,
think that, or you
Yeah.
just reacting off of first listen?
if he
Do you
says
actually-
90, it's gonna be 60.
I want to know how many people turn this off after about 2 or 3 songs.
I would say 70K.
I say this gonna be like a mixtape, no more than 15.
Damn.
15 to 35.
This shit was ass.
Maybe
No
six,
hit.
maybe 60 off.
Can we give like a realistic projection?
No, that's real.
I'm being dead ass.
Because the thing is, what they're saying is people are gonna listen to it. They're gonna give it a chance, but they're not.
Yeah,
gonna go
that's what I'm
back.
saying.
No, but
Yeah, but you think it's gonna be that much of a drop off though?
Yes.
You got to think of first.
15K, DeFran? DeFran, do you believe that?
50K
Like,
is
come
like
on, bro.
maybe crazy. 50K.
Yeah.
Nah, but you got to think it's first week.
I can
numbers,
see
so people gonna listen to
35K.
that
I
first
can
night
see
and
that.
not listen again.
You said
15K is like
35K?
I can see 35, 40K. Yeah.
If he do
But-
35,
Oh,
40, he's
that much.
it's
It would
No,
surprise me.
no.
It wouldn't surprise-
I
I
don't
don't
see
think it's
that
gonna be
much.
that.
Hold on.
It wouldn't surprise
Most of his
me, though.
projects have done
Most of
30K, so he might do less than that.
That's
Most of his
not
I don't
projects
see
have
that
done
much.
That's not true. No.
Yes, it is. D-Fran looked at the numbers earlier. Most of his projects were like what 30, around 30-something thousand.
Yeah, he just started hitting 100 after so much fun.
So I can see him doing 15.
This nigga's chat.
15 just sounds crazy.
He can't do more
Not
than
to
Kodak's
me.
23.
I think he with this album he produced some shit that deserved to be with the Lil Pumps and shit like that.
Pump could probably do better than this.
I know when they was dropping, they weren't doing too much more than 20, 30.
I say 70K to
I think that's crazy.
yeah. I think
That's a
70K.
big drop off from the big. Oh, I guess you didn't hear it yet. So then you,
Even if he sells 70K, he's still doing worse than Gunna.
I mean, Punk did
I
90K,
don't
so
think it'll be.
I think this
Who?
would do like
His
Punk,
last
his
album.
last album did 90K, so I would say this would do like
He
65.
had hits on that bitch though, if I'm not mistaken.
What hits did he have?
That's the shit with the it's like
Bubbly.
psychedelic face.
Not
Are you-
even that. But
Are you playing that shit?
Pause?
I like Bubbly. Yeah,
You're
That was
playing that in
anticipated,
2023.
too.
You're playing that song.
I'm not playing it now, but I was playing it then. What's that matter? If I was
What
playing it?
happened?
If I'm
Why
playing it
aren't you
now?
playing it now then?
I'm just
That's
talking
a
about
whole
from that
different
album.
argument.
Like,
That's a whole
there's
different
been 3 years worth of music that's came out that's better than that. So I don't understand that's an argument.
Anyways,
That's it. But what do
I think he'll do
this-
60K
This,
to
that, Jackie,
75K.
why trust that you got watched because you make these
Nobody
points
is playing that
no
shit,
sense.
nigga. Like, no, bro. No one's playing that shit, bro.
There's
No one's
three.
playing that
There's like Drake songs I'm not playing in 2023. So it's like that's not a good argument. Like at the time, that was a big record. Like in the time, it was top 20 billboards. I don't like these. That argument makes no sense.
For Young Thug hits, you're mentioning Bubbly, different.
It was top 20. You keep talking about Billboard and shit. It was top 20.
I don't care what it was. Are you playing it? Are you? You
asked me when Punk came out, what song was I listening? You said, did he not ask me a clear question? What song? And I named the song. Now, are you listening to it now? Nigga, it came out 3 years ago.
Okay, and there's some songs that I'm listening to songs off Astroworld. What does that mean? What does that mean?
What is your argument, Warden?
You said what were the hits at the time? I gave you the hit at the time. What do you now? You're trying to do because I'm not listening to it now. You asked what are the hit at the time?
And then let's just let's nip this in the bud. You cannot compare Punk to this album. Like, and you said what that album did?
90K.
Bro, come on, bro. This wasn't even this album that Punk that he produced. If that did 90, bro, this album being 10 times worse, I can easily see it going less than 30.
Less than 30 is crazy.
No, it's not.
He already did 90 on something that we could see.
These features, it is. Definitely is. With these features,
bro,
I'm pretty sure it's going to be playlisted.
Bro, his last album, he had J. Cole, he had Mac Miller, Post Malone, ASAP, Juice
at
WRLD,
the very worst, like
Gunna, Drake, Travis Scott. Like, what are we talking about? He had plenty of people on his last album. They only did 90, and the production was 10 times better.
So he goes from 90 to 15.
When the shit that bad, yes.
15, Bryce?
When the shit that bad, yes. What are we talking about?
That's not realistic. I think at the most or at the worst 45. At the worst 45.
I think you underestimate how bad this fucking project was.
I'm not. Y'all just dick sucking. I get it. It's bad. But let's not come on, bro. 2 Drake songs.
You think we overact? You think we overacting on how,
bro? 2 Drake songs, a Uzi feature, Future.
He had a Travis Scott.
Like,
he had a J. Cole. He had a Juice WRLD. He had Future. He had ASAP. We just named huge people. Huge people. And he only did 90K.
And the only hit song that you're mentioning is Bubbly. How many tracks were on that album?
It doesn't
20?
matter. It's still 10 times.
And there's 15 on this one. Come on, bro. Be realistic, bro. Come on.
What's the? So are you saying these
Bryce, do you really think?
Do
you really think 15K? Do you honestly believe it was 15K?
Yes, this album was ass.
We can put money on it.
This didn't even be called an album.
We can put money on it.
To be honest, Bryce doesn't. I don't think Bryce know the number shit. 15K is crazy.
Money on 15K.
You. I think what you're saying is, Bryce, you think it deserves 15K. It's not gonna be 15. It's gonna be more than 15K.
Whoa, hold on. How's 15K crazy when what Kodak just did 23?
Are you dumb? 15K?
Kodak just did 23.
That's
and Kodak got hits. Kodak had hits the last couple of years. More hits than Young Thug.
Bryce, we can put money on it.
And then not only that, Thug didn't have a proper rollout, bro.
You can put money on it. You want to put money
I
on
only
it?
put money on stuff that I participate
so you're not
in.
sure then?
No, that's not how I play in games. I only playing games that I control.
Okay.
See me on the field, see me on the court. I even play a game with you. But
you can't see me on the court though.
I kill you, Wardo.
Maybe the field. I ain't no football nigga, but the court.
Wardo, you chubby, bro. I kill you.
That court shit, we can stop that. The field maybe, but no.
I ain't never seen an African that can hoop.
Giannis?
He's Greek.
He's African.
He's
you should at least say that B, nigga.
A real African.
These niggas are slow.
You got Elijah Wood, nigga. You should have a whole bunch.
I say at the worst would be 45.
You said Greek freak. You ain't 7 foot either.
Even regardless, 45 is a fall from grace. That's like
that is a fall from grace.
Bucket of trash.
Yeah.
Like
16K is like, come on, bro.
I'll be surprised to see him do more than 60. I'll be surprised to see him do more than 50.
With the era y'all say we in, I'll be surprised to see him do it.
More than 60 would be crazy, but you know.
Y'all say we in a harsh era.
How many times does it need to be streamed to get to these numbers?
What quarter did you do first week?
I don't know how that shit works. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because he's gonna need a crazy amount.
Let
me tell you, his shit gonna be nobody's buying this shit at all. I don't think nobody's buying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 100 people buying it physically, or like
they shit did 20.
They're not buying that. So
he did 30. Shut up.
Streams.
Or they shit did 20.
He did 30.
You know he should have did. Yep.
But my bird's eye view did 20K first week.
He did 30, bro.
Like I said, in this era, like y'all said, if it's so strict,
even if it says 20, he did 30. I don't care.
It ain't too much going on first week scales.
Your man's took an L, Wardo. Your man's took an L.
I ain't even trying to embarrass you. I'm just
I don't
trying
know
to
these
bring
niggas, so I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to bring
You
to
sure
light
fighting
that
for your life over here.
45K is
not really
kind of crazy
for
this
a
is
guy
a
like
downfall.
45 is crazy when you think about the features, so like I said, if you just try to mirror it to Gunna, like imagine if Thug had no features. Gunna has no, like that shit might, like if he had no features, it might do 15. But the fact that he got features and shit like that, 45 looks like possibility.
You gotta do something with them features, man.
I'm talking about just off niggas being curious. Like I'm talking about curiosity listens, not like
But see, my thing,
I'm just
no.
running this shit back and forth.
What you're saying with curiosity listens, right? People are gonna see on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. They're gonna see like the Drake record, and they're gonna go to that first Drake song. And when they hear it's trash, are they gonna keep listening? And if they do keep listening, how many songs are they gonna listen to before they stop?
Yeah. It ain't like there's a hit where they like, let me go listen to more. Like
they might want to listen to Gucci Grocery Bag.
And what I'm saying, they're gonna only go listen to
that's a
Gucci
6.
Grocery Bags, and that's it.
That song was a 6.
Oh, this is terrible.
Is Coyle Ray gonna outsell Young Thug?
Yes,
most likely.
Yes.
No, okay. Stop.
And she probably did like 30K last year.
No, she did like 11.
Exactly.
This is sad, bro. This really is sad. If I'm his label, I'm mad right now that they dropped this.
Oh, look at that! They got Coyle Ray at the top of the Rap Caviar playlist. They haven't got.
You see, Thug ain't up there.
Nah, he number one. The Drake record, the OU Went record. See, they know the right Drake record to put on there. See, not the first Drake one, put the second Drake one, and they put the 21. I mean, they put the Future record on there. Yeah, they put the Future one. They're trying to push he got three songs on Rap Caviar already. He got 3 records on there already. He got
coming out with 21. An Apple Jetpack. What the fuck? That's crazy.
No, Warner moved on to some other shit.
They coming out with an Apple Jetpack. What the fuck?
I don't give a fuck about that nigga.
Oh, Corday dropped. Oh, yes.
Oh, no. 21 and Burna Boy just dropped a single.
Burna Boy? The fuck?
Yep. That just dropped.
Burna Boy want to be Davido so bad. Oh, God. That nigga want to be Davido so fucking bad.
Yeah, Thug needs to go on retire.
Yeah, see, 21 Savage know what he's doing. He's continued to, propel, continue to grow.
Oh, this is the Juice WRLD record. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's it, though. 21 Savage, I mean, like I said, I'll stand on the 21.
No, he would beat him in the verses. He would. I'll stand on that.
I mean, I'm just talking about my personal, what I think, who I think's better. Not with everybody. I know you run with the opinion of the world.
You think the world thinks
my
that?
personal opinion.
You think the world thinks that?
I mean, you think that you said that multiple times.
Then how is that what the world thinks if I'm saying that's what I think?
No, you think what the world thinks.
Because I don't.
Because your rebuttal to me is everybody's gonna say.
Oh, Key Glock dropped the album.
Yes, because I feel like everybody would say.
Key Von dropped the album.
No, Key Glock. We should have listened to that. So this trash.
Nigga, if you play Key Glock, I'm leaving. Fuck out.
Key Glock. I guarantee you, Key Glock album better than this trash.
Shut up.
It probably is. I ain't gonna
Glaucoma too. Fuck out of here.
Jesus.
It probably is. Young Thug is,
I need glaucoma so I can unsee this Young Thug project.
Yeah, this nigga is tall as fuck.
All right. Anything else, Bryce?
Nah, man. These niggas ain't got nothing else to talk about. They off on tangents. Talking about key blocks and niggas being tall.
Yeah. That's it.
But no, I mean the Young Thug album, it was thoroughly trash. I said that when D-Frame mentioned it in the message. The Young Thug
I said, hey, we're gonna do Young Thug. You said it's probably gonna be trash.
I just had a feeling, man. It wasn't like we heard a single or anything. I'm not too optimistic on hip hop in general. That wasn't even just an indictment on Young Thug. It's just not feeling too hot on hip hop right now. Like I said, women running shit. I'm ready to hear some Corday. I almost gave Corday credit. So Coyle Ray, I'm ready to listen to her album. She probably give me some life.
I feel you.
Do you really like Coyle Ray?
Her last album was hard, bro.
I liked it, but did you like it though?
I love Paranoid. I love Anxiety. Like great deep records.
You play those songs when you're in the gym working out?
I mean, they was on my top playlist last year at the end of the year.
Okay. What songs?
I just said it. Paranoid and Anxiety.
Okay.
There's some other ones on that was pretty decent too.
It's lit and I'm lighting the fuse.
Are you pull it up or what? Are you gonna bring
Whoa,
that stuff?
what's
Ooh, she
this?
gonna have UK vibes.
Give me that thing I want. I want that ooh, that. I want
Well, you know you gotta fuck with this.
When they out when Koi was stressing, all the hated shit block your blessings. G5 when I change my setting. No.
Might bring
I need some.
That
I
shit
need
is
some.
ass. Oh my god.
might bring
There's
the
gonna be
energy.
some shit on there I can find. I bet that's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously there's gonna be a couple songs on there that's fire, but like, it's gonna be an album full of samples, bro. I don't want to hear an album full of samples, bro. I'm good, bro. She ain't making no money off that album.
She's still running rap.
Running rap is crazy. Running rap is crazy.
Her, Gorilla, Lotto,
Gorilla?
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. They the Powerpuff Girls in this bitch.
That sounds like a video.
I ain't gonna lie, I might need to be a director or something.
Nah, definitely not.
I eat that hoe.
Whenever y'all ready to do this Thug versus, let me know. If not, I'm out.
No, we ain't doing no verses till we get at least 1,000 followers.
What y'all at right now?
I ain't mean followers. Like I meant to say like 1,000 people watching.
1,000 people watching?
Maybe like 200.
Yeah, it's gotta be more.
Yeah, more like 100. 100 is a lot of niggas.
It gotta be
100
3 digits next time I do a versus.
Yeah, 100.
I was guessing, but
Nigga,
yeah.
50 people is a lot of niggas. What the fuck?
Yeah, 50 would be a good number.
Yeah, like 1,000. Fuck.
Hey, don't be shitting on my goals, brother.
No, I'm just saying, be realistic a little bit.
Turn around, come
Look, this Terrell, he awake now.
Better than Young Thug album.
I'm not gonna lie, you should play that video to that song. You're not getting, you're not.
Like I said,
you
D-Frame,
should
my
not
list,
monetize.
my list. Where I said what Nudie was at 5 and Thug was
5
at
what?
6.
Let me full
On that
screen
list,
this.
at top Atlanta artists.
It should not
Oh, you
monetize
switched the
anyway.
list is switched now.
No. I'm saying I already had Thug behind Nudie, and this just solidifies it.
Okay.
How y'all just let this nigga say bull?
But you did have 21 and Lil Baby ahead of Future, which is crazy.
Yeah.
How you just let this nigga say bullshit?
You can interchange them. They're still top 5 either way.
They're not. That's not interchange. Are you saying like
you can interchange them?
Thug? I mean, Future automatically got to be number 1. Like that, you can't. He can't move from that spot.
He's cool. He's a little too inconsistent. But, that's fine. Maybe he has some consistency. He can stay at number 1.
Who?
Future.
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
How you just let this nigga say dumb shit the whole time?
Well, you've been saying that the whole pod. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
You said